now.
Oh,
He-
no.
So for real, y'all, I don't have to drink water anymore because I get Trenta green teas for free at work. I drink like a metric fuck ton of green tea. It is basically water. I mean, it's made with water, right? Like,
I say that with Dr. Pepper too, so I get
As someone else who could body just many Dr. Peppers, I don't think it's true.
I mean, Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda to drink without alcohol. Don't put alcohol in Dr. Pepper, y'all. It's gross.
I do. I used to. I don't anymore, but I used to.
I tried Crown once. There are too many flavors in Dr. Pepper already. You do not need to add alcohol.
No, you need the 24th flavor, which is whiskey or rum or Crown or
No, that is
whatever.
literally only Coke and Coke Classic. Like classic Coke, not like Pepsi. It's not the same. Not like
powder.
vanilla Coke. You don't do that. You just regular Coke.
All right, are we all ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh god, I'm panic picking, y'all. I'm gonna pick the thing I wanted to pick the whole time. I'm doing it.
Do it. That's fine.
Done.
Do it.
Done.
I just say as that song was coming to an end, so it became like, am I gonna play another one or do I start with an intro? Or it just crashes on me, I guess.
Bye,
So,
Melody.
It's been temperamental. Just do what I fucking tell you to do. All right. Oh, great. Fucking my document scrolled all the way back to the top.
Oh god.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, down 130 pages. Here we go.
You should have like outline format.
I do. I just turned it off. So like it's in a sidebar and a ribbon that I'd have to click extra buttons to get to.
Yeah, you know what? I would just scroll the 100.
So I just fucking scroll.
I feel that. Like, yeah, okay. I understand. I'm not
Everything-
questioning your decisions.
Is
Wait.
dated with little notes for like in case I can't remember the date. It's like they're in this place. But it's collapsed, so it's just the document, so I'd have to open that bar back up.
Just put each page in its own tab, and then you just go through all the tabs.
I would
That
rather
can-
die.
I was gonna say that computer would explode probably if you did that.
All right.
I mean, just
When-
be me and have 255 running at once.
God.
But you stress me out.
For so many reasons.
For many reasons. Just me while I reconfigure this screen. Okay. When we last left off, you had had one of your longer days in Port Casper. You had spent the morning familiarizing yourself with the markets, visiting a young blacksmith, and getting to know the town's fort. Then you had returned to realize that both Awen and Otto, friends you had picked up along the way, had intentions to answer a calling to go east, and said a bittersweet goodbye with promises to see each other again. From there, you had readied yourself for the moonlit ceremony scheduled to bring your friend back from the beyond. You arrived and were escorted up to their resurrection room, and were seated for an audience with Nalai. Each of you were given a test and advised to temper your emotions by a scolding voice, one still eager to protect the soul you sought. Your individual trials put you each in compromising positions where your emotional responses were tested, and the Night Mistress judged each of your reactions. At the end of it all, she released her druid back to you, and they returned to life at last. Vermilion advised you insist they rest, as the process of returning from the dead can be physically taxing, and you heeded his advice to spend a few days on the town. It is at the top of the third day that we will resume. One by one, you will awaken not to sunlight streaming through your windows, but to dark, gray, heavy skies and an ominous rumbling in the distance. Solace. When you awaken, it is to something other than the rumbling and the moisture that is accumulating in the air. You awaken to a warm voice echoing between your ears, calling your name. It sounds familiar, achingly so. For when you hear it, you recall snuggling up to the source to hear her voice rumble in her chest as she spoke. You remember how she would sing to you to scare away your night terrors, laugh with you while watching you throw yourself enthusiastically at the next thing, scold you for knowing you had done something foolish and unsafe. and the way it sounds so impossibly strong when it would scare your harassers away. Now it is with you again, quiet and warm, like it was aware you were sleeping and just trying to gentle you awake. Solace, it says. So strong. We'll get you your sister back. And then it is gone. You awaken in the room you share, as so do you all. And what are you doing?
Trying to decide if I was dreaming or not.
I'm gonna ask for 5 more minutes.
Are we in different rooms? Boys' room and girls' room, or?
Yes, you're in your separate dorms.
That one.
And Darby's just asleep in the hall.
Darby's just. We didn't get a non-binary room, so I'll be alone.
You know.
No, it's okay.
Oh god, I'm not gonna make a joke. There are no jokes.
No,
and they're
it's
all
okay.
wrong. I'm stopping.
They're assigned male at birth. They'll go in the boys' room. It's fine.
Oh, goodbye, Melody.
You bitch.
I'm up,
Yeah.
brushing my hair, cleaning my face, getting ready for the day. Maybe humming a little bit.
I'm getting dressed because I'm tired of being asleep and in beds and resting, so I'm getting up and going anywhere else.
You haven't done one. You have done a one rest.
You-
You know what? Yeah,
have
you
been
have done it, and it was
walking.
under protest.
I have to go for my morning walk now. Bye.
Do you still have those negatives?
To walk Darby.
Do you still have those negatives?
I don't know. Do I? Did I rest?
I would say this is probably your 3rd day. The last 2 ICs would have been over 2 days.
Okay.
So you're good. Or at least back to
You
normal.
see some flexibility with the timeline too. You could have had 2 nighttime conversations. So yes, with each long rest completed, the penalty decreases by 1.
So you're
Okay.
good.
A is
That me-
is
Because you only had a -2.
is tonight
Somebody
the,
didn't.
the night of Vaughn's date?
Yee! Has
Is
Vaughn
it-
told anyone about his
It's
date?
the
No one knows of.
You haven't told anybody?
Nobody. It hasn't come up.
It's a small town, Vaughn.
It's actually quite a big town. You're only seeing the
Oh.
kind of commercial district.
Okay.
Maybe Winnie told everyone and it got back to
We'll
us.
still
now.
find
We have
you.
places. We have places we can visit. We have places we can go, people.
You do.
Oh.
You did have a little to-do list.
Yeah.
Darby is gonna get up and go for a walk. Actually, that's it. That's all.
Okay. The rest
Well,
of
I'll
you
hop out
doing
of bed.
anything
Yeah.
particular with your morning?
Nope.
Hop out of bed, ready for the day, right out the bed, then I put on clothes, and then I go down to get breakfast.
Ready for the day, then he puts on clothes.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna make sure that I'm ready, and when I'm ready, I'm gonna go over and try to gently wake Solace up if she's not already up, and then I'm gonna start brushing her hair,
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
and then I'm gonna make sure that she's all good to go.
Very freshly brushed. It's like a puppy. Like a long-haired cat.
Maybe I feel like putting a little blade in her hair today.
I love this. This pleases me. Yeah. Yeah. So she'll just sort of naturally follow along with Nia and whatever Nia has going on because she doesn't have any special plans and she's probably starting to feel a little bit restless. She's had several, two things
Been
that
almost a full week in this
would-
town, yeah.
It should have just been shy of a full week.
Yeah, it's been a lot, but they're definitely the fact that they're still here and still waiting while it was important and they needed that time, but she'll be starting to feel a certain kind of way about trying to find her sister because they're so close. So she's probably being restless in a way she isn't normally.
All right, most of you will gather around the breakfast table. Someone is on a morning walk, so.
Skip breakfast, dang.
No, they'll get there for breakfast. I imagine they woke up early-ish and went for a walk and will probably be there for breakfast.
Okay.
We took our eyes off Dobby for 1 second.
They will join the table a little later, but as breakfast is served for sure.
No, you need to go on walks with people. Goodness gracious.
Everyone was asleep. I just
Nia,
Yes, darling.
I was thinking once again about, or maybe not once again, I was thinking about whether you could message Sophie. I mean, I know we have a list of people to message, but if, I don't know, maybe Sophie will say where she is and maybe it's nowhere near, maybe it's east or north. I don't know. So anyways, that's just what I was thinking.
If I could get a picture from Solus's head, perhaps I could try.
Just like me, but yes, you can.
The problem is, because the two of you are twins, I'm not quite sure how the spell is going to work. If I end up trying to concentrate on the spell, I might just end up messaging you and you're right across from me. So, I need a subtle difference, anything.
Our scars are different.
Is it something that you wouldn't mind me taking a look at?
I don't mind. I can show you. I can show you on my skin, and I can tell you where hers are.
Well, if I cast my spell, I might be able to actually see what she looks like, and where that scar is. But you would have to willingly let me in.
I trust you.
Is that something you want to do, though? Do you want to message Sophie?
Realm and I spoke about it, and I'm fearful for the same reasons you were fearful about messaging Valil, but I'm ready to try. I heard a voice this morning, and I don't know if it was just a dream, but I worry on the time we have already lost.
Is she wearing the choker?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the necklace. It's like a double.
You heard a voice.
Yes.
Do you normally hear voices?
No, I thought perhaps I was...
What?
What?
I thought perhaps I was dreaming.
Do you have any kind of mic settings that you run?
I just have like on my actual, so this is like it's a Yeti. It's literally maxed. Assuming I'm like trying to figure out because it's upside down. I feel like I need like my brain is requiring me to turn it the other way.
But no
to make
software
sense.
that you run?
I don't. I probably should. Is that?
No,
can you hear me now?
It sounds like you have a gate.
No.
I mean, I can try. Is it better if I move the like this thinger?
So when I say you have a gate, it's a compressor in audio that if there's something that registers below a certain wavelength, it'll just cut it instead of letting it play, which is why sometimes you come through hella loud, and then as soon as you duck under that certain threshold, you're cut.
I don't have anything intentionally set up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't have something unintentionally set up, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird because I don't have a problem anywhere else, but because this is the only game I play on Discord. I do not have this problem in Zoom or other places.
Still
What's
wonder
your
if it's
Discord audio settings? Like, what are they doing? Because Discord does have a gate.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I turned mine off for that reason.
Hang on, I will show you. there's anything sketchy in here. Let me know what you would like to see.
Am I missing something? Okay. There it is. Okay.
Scroll down.
Is it input sensitivity?
Is it the
It's
noise?
already like almost
Depression?
matched.
Well, it's not even on right
on
now.
right
No,
I can turn it on.
That's not
Oh, that's auto.
Uh,
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scroll back up.
hmm
Yeah, okay. I mean, solid
If you
art is just
go-
to eliminate input sensitivity.
Don't you love listening to your own voice?
I don't.
Oh, God.
So
So no,
I
that's
mean,
at 100, and then the
Yeah.
everything. You're fine. Everything's fine.
yeah. So I do not know. Oh God, I've scared someone away already.
Bye.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just like that's the problem with Discord is there's just not a whole lot of options to adjust, and like even my normal speaking voice, I don't know.
I was gonna say, I thought you sounded a bit better, but then it cut that one word.
Yeah, like I legitimately don't know what else to do because I do not have anything set up that's outside of that. Like I can see, I think that Yeti hasn't updated their shit for whatever Windows I'm on now. But I can try. Yeah, I'll fuck around with some shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll figure it out. Even if it means we start running you through a processor,
Yee.
which will help your overall audio quality. I say without one.
Yeah. I mean, and like I'm fine setting it. Like I'm cool making adjustments. It's just annoying because it's literally only in here that I'm quiet.
No, I imagine it's Discord somewhere. Anyways, where were we?
Correct. Yes. So you heard a voice in a dream, not when you were awake.
I don't know. I was waking up, but somewhere in between. So I thought perhaps I just imagined it.
All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna make a note.
What did it say, the voice?
Yeah, it was my mother.
Oh. What did she say? Or did she say much?
Not much. She said we would find Sophie.
All right. Well, if you will allow me in, I will cast this spell, and you can picture Sophie, every detail. And then I will attempt to send a message of your choosing.
If you're looking in my head and you would like to find the memory from this morning, you can view that too and see if it makes any sense to you.
It would be up to you, darling. It's whatever is most on your mind in this moment.
I mean, you may as well. It's no secret.
All right. So I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to get a vision of Sophie as well as what happened this morning.
Okay. So, sorry, you will see an image of a person who looks very much like Solace. There are some small differences, really just knocks and marks that won't be reflected from the image you know of Solace, but they are very closely resembled.
Okay.
As for what Solace had experienced this morning, you will see the same. It will be a very warm, feminine, loving voice promising we'll get your sister back.
Just keep tabs on that. I do wonder.
What is it that you wonder?
If it is just a dream and you're longing for Sophie, then there is no issue. But if someone is actually trying to mess with you, I also do see that you're wearing the collar.
Should I not be?
No, that's not. I just want to keep little tabs on things that happen with you here and there, just in case something's wrong with it. So, I'm just gonna make a little note about the voice you heard. Otherwise, what would you like to say to your sister?
If I may make a suggestion.
Of course.
Just mention that if it's not safe for her to answer. Sorry, out of character. Isn't it spoken out loud? I'm only thinking of Critical Role, but I remember a scene where they were like, "Oh, if you're alone, cough twice," sort of thing. So
The
Depends
creature
on the
hears
person.
the message in its mind and can answer in a like manner.
okay.
Might have been a different spell.
No, I think
It
that
also
was just how
depends
they
on
were.
Yeah, the DM depends on the person.
Yeah. In my case, it'll be all mind because that's who I am.
Then disregard the suggestion.
All right. So, Liz, what would you like to say? Maybe write it down.
It's due.
Dobby's back,
Tell
so
her
he can
that-
help me write these things down.
Okay.
Realm is the counter of words.
And then Dobby is the writer of words.
This is good.
Group effort.
They hold their
Yeah.
pen like this, just so you're aware.
Not like this.
It's like this. This is how they write.
No.
I do think
Oh,
you're supposed
no.
to read it over more than
There's,
write it
like,
down.
there's
If,
no
what,
way
if what I remember is correct.
Nia would have trained them better by now.
Did you-
I refuse to believe otherwise.
Train
Just
them.
give me the thing and I will
Like,
edit.
no, you just need these 3 fingers. You have much better control of the pen.
No.
Dobby, you should come by the post with me later. They have the most terrible system going for recording people coming in and out. It's terrible.
I'm not certain that's something that Darby would pay mind to.
I want to show
Will-
him anyway and see what his opinion is.
Bobby, don't do it as a trap.
They look very confused.
Not a trap!
Sorry, it's a
It's
trap.
not a trap. I just want Dobby's opinion on the matter.
Okay.
Otto's final
Not-
request was to leave customs alone. You know this.
I also
Well, now you
feel
make
like
it sound like he's... Never mind. That's really dark so early in the morning. Anyway,
Darby would like. If Darby would like to see it, of course, but I also feel like they may not have much of an opinion on the matter.
No.
So, I changed some settings, y'all. So if suddenly I get weird, let me know. Because you never know. I'm just poking buttons at this point.
give me a message.
I am. I'm trying to give you a message.
Go!
Just tell her that you are with me.
With...
Ask her if she is safe, and ask her where she is.
I just spelled "Are you safe" with 2 A's.
You only need one of those.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up with the
Oh yeah,
Good job.
with all this. Are
The
you
last
safe?
time we-
And where are you? Where
Last time we
where
started out
are
laughing,
you?
everyone was crying after an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
it'll be
That's fine.
I can't cry anymore today.
All right.
Can't do it.
Oh, I should probably add that this isn't witchcraft because every time I message somebody, they always think that it's witchcraft. That's a keyboard.
We can hear your
You
typing
should
now.
no. I mean, don't say this isn't witchcraft because then they're going to assume it is. Yes,
But everyone always thinks that
red
I'm
flag.
somehow not supposed to be in their mind, and I don't
Just
know how
say-
to rectify that.
Well, you should say, "I'm speaking to you via magic. I am a friend of Solus, or I'm a friend of Solus's." Yes, just like that.
Speaking to. Oh wait, I'm supposed to.
And then you have 7 words left.
I'm
If I
speaking to you. I'm
Speaking to you magically.
speaking to you magically. I feel like I'm a friend of Solus should be the first thing that I say. I'm speaking to you magically.
I don't know. I don't know about the sequencing.
It's all like she has
Okay.
like this. It's like on a napkin and it's all like point form and I don't know. Okay. This is
perhaps
going to
at
be a
the
terrible
end-
message. This is like messaging Darby's father.
No,
that went well.
But that
went
didn't
so
go well at all.
That was bad for different reasons.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's
Okay. So
It's
it's
bad for different reasons.
um.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Darby's father
I'm
never liked magic
friends
anyway.
with Solus.
Nope.
Speaking to you magically.
Oh wait, y'all! I might have found a thing.
Are you safe? Where are you?
if you
Where
have
are you? And what? What?
if you have
Okay,
more
see
words
if-
at
I don't know how many words I have. I counted on my fingers but didn't pay attention at all.
I just was using. I was just putting
I'm
fingers up.
making it look like I was. But it's hard. It's a hard thing to multitask. I'll be honest. That keyboard though.
Oh, do you hear my keyboard? Okay, so I'll turn back on.
Hardcore.
And how is my sound volume right now?
I
Because I
had
just
to turn
cranked
it
it.
down. You were so loud.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I'll fix it in
better.
Discord. I cranked it way up in the system.
It is Waka Flocka and Flame it.
Hearing you is
I-
the important part.
Yeah.
I will also turn the background noise
All
suppression.
right. Okay. I
stuff back on.
just somebody else count because I can't.
Okay,
There-
start.
Okay.
Sorry, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Okay.
it,
I'm friends with Solus. Somebody else count. I just can't do it. I'm friends with Solus. I'm speaking to you magically. Are you safe? And where are you? How many is that? How many is that?
Yeah, that's. Oh fuck. That's 16.
I tried like 5 times. And you should
You
maybe
did it
end
too.
Yeah, okay, wait.
God.
Wait. I'm just going. Hold on. I'm just going to write out the
Sorry,
sentence.
what are you trying to say, Rihanna? What are you trying to say, Rihanna?
Can I do okay? Fucking Christ, sorry. I was gonna say that if you have more words at the end, perhaps it'd be good to give some sort of reassurance. I don't know what exactly. I don't want to say we're coming for you. That's creepy.
We're coming for you.
Help is on the way.
Oh, this. Maybe I'll take out I'm. Speaking.
You know, I'm gonna use that.
Darby,
quickly.
Darby,
What
take
knows?
out the
I could've
articles.
written this
Fix
letter
the
and mailed it
articles,
by now.
Darby.
Magically,
I have a headache.
are
Yeah.
you safe?
The mail courier would be halfway there by now.
If we only knew their last name.
Where are you?
It's a real problem, actually. None of them have a last name, neither
1,
Solus
2,
nor
3,
Sophie.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh! Wait, no. She is looking for you. Is that 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? I have 6 more words. Now that I've counted it on paper.
Good job.
You can add reassurance.
Like, do go on.
I don't know. I don't know.
So let's
Just
So we spent the first half hour of the session.
Oh my god, I can't.
Do you really need every word? You can send it as it is.
No,
mean,
no,
I
no.
could
I
give
just want to make sure that
I could give her a phrase in Sylvan.
Oh, that's fun. That went so well.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. You're right. You're right. Just say, Solus has been looking for you or something like that.
I have that.
Oh, well then,
Do you want to know where you,
Sympathize.
do you want her to know where you are? Should we tell her that you're in Port Casper?
If she is under some sort of geas, then I do not think we need to give her that kind of information.
Okay. All right. So I will send what I have written then.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
now that we have written our thesis, maybe we can send it in.
Oh god. I'm going to get an F. Alright. I am going to send a message to Sophie. Or attempt to send a message to Sophie.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check. Just
How do you
to see
guys-
if you can retain the very minute differences.
You know Viconia was absolutely, like, the honors kid, right?
Would it be
Absolutely.
like never mind.
This is a memory thing. Like, you are looking at... You've essentially been given 5 seconds, memorize these 2 photos and figure out
Okay.
the differences.
Yuki. Gonna use my Titan dice.
It's gonna be real weird if I'm sitting here and I suddenly get this message in my head.
Yeah, right?
Wait, oh, that didn't work. I'll send it, but I won't say it out loud. I'll send it back in ascending.
No. Nope. No. I got 6. No.
Oh
this
no.
So,
No, I rolled real bad.
you reach out to send the spell. And then Solace. You hear almost the reverb of Viconia's
Nailed it.
voice
Nailed it.
as she speaks, and it might get a little strange.
You could just tell from her face that it didn't go well.
I told you that this was a possibility.
You should try again. You can do it. I know you can. Try
Oh
again.
my god.
Just start firing from the hip. How many spells you got?
God.
I will reach out and pat Tia on the back and give her guidance.
I will give her bardic inspiration as well, because clearly she needs it. Although I'm not in a good headspace to hum things, but I'll come up with something.
I'm gonna use another 3rd level spell.
Okay.
It's fine. Nothing is
It's okay. You don't, nothing's. Yeah, just that you won't have them to hurt Winnie when you find out about this date later, or Vaughn more specifically. You'll probably target the right one.
The
You won't have
the
your third
DC
level
is
spells
probably
with
so
the
high now.
scrimmage
Fuck.
work I have.
Skirmish against the metal.
After this conversation, we're having another.
I
about
feel
the
like I
roleplay.
need like a soulless type dice for this to go well. Hold on. I can't roll for
Yes,
myself.
Like all my dice are blue.
Uh,
Green.
uh,
I
I
do
forgot
love your rolling board though. I have one very
Yeah.
similar, but it's like plain purple.
I didn't remember putting these hair clips in here.
let's do like a oceany
That's
blue
okay.
one. That seems very soulless.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there an oceany
that
blue
does
one?
seem very.
Okay, and what do I have? I have a D4 and a fucking.
A D8.
Okay.
Oh, I should make a note of that. I only get 3 of
Oh,
those.
God damn
for
it.
rest.
Okay.
Well,
You
you've
also
got
have
bardic
That didn't go
inspiration
well.
and guidance.
Please.
Does that matter?
My DC is 10.
Oh,
Just get it
four,
to it.
four. Okay.
Roll that D8. If that is a 9, I'm gonna cry real tears again.
So I rolled a natural 1 on the dice that I got, and then I rolled a 4 on guidance, and then I rolled a 2 on.
This is why you need to pre-roll your dice.
I'll remember that.
Oh.
Third level. Just use the third one. Just use the third one and we'll take a nap. Okay,
Oh,
at this point, I'm
fuck.
upset.
All right,
I'm
all right,
upset.
fine. I'll use the last one to try again. The DC is probably so much higher now.
Like, Solus is making me, I'm getting a migraine face as she gets this sending a second time.
I'm sorry. I'm just used to seeing you.
No, I'm
Darby
not.
is-
Do you need me to show you again? I can show you again. There's this and I like start pointing. I like literally hold my skin out, and I'm like, this one, not here, here, and I'm like demonstrating. Like I have it laid on the table, and I'm like trying to explain.
And Von's just eating breakfast.
Yeah, Darby is also just eating breakfast, watching this happen. Like, oh
Devon has
god.
already started putting the papers. Like he's already laying out
Fuck.
the next discussion while y'all are doing this.
All right,
starting to
well-
get a little traumatized.
I'll use the third
I'm
one.
giving you bardic inspiration again. My second.
Fuck.
I have one more bardic inspiration left. I
Fuck.
can't possibly need that.
We're not going to the tomb today.
Another guidance for you.
No, you're just
Okay,
gonna nap on the way,
thanks,
it's
man.
fine.
I'm just
Oh no,
gonna
we're not going
use.
to the tomb. So sad. No one.
We'll get that.
We'll
No,
get
we'll get to that.
Okay. Okay. Fuck me. Okay.
Please don't
Fucking
fuck this up.
dice.
Love you so much. Please don't fuck-
What do you want from me?
I know. I want you to. I want you to.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
Wait.
I want to know what the D20 was.
The D20 was a 13,
Okay.
and then I got 3 on the D8, and then I got 3 on the D4.
I mean, 1 out of 3 is pretty bad, but we'll take it.
No, it's 13,
What if you
16, 19. It's 19.
What is?
Yes,
What
but
is
one
so
out of 3
interesting? You ever sent 3 third level spells on at level?
I mean,
6?
2 of them you.
One message.
Two of them you got. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, the spell worked.
She's out of
Yes.
place, so we will
Didn't
probably be
need.
exploring either way.
I hate everything. I just used all 3 third level slots.
You were peer pressured in your defense.
I fucking okay.
Fine.
Look at all
Have
those
a
little
afternoon
squares.
nap.
Little
Third.
squares.
Third time's the charm. You think you have a decent picture of Sophie in your mind.
Plus, now we're not going to get anything back, and we're all going to rage.
Don't get
It
any
just-
ideas.
I'm friends with your sister Solus. Speaking to you magically. Shut up! No, not you, Sophie.
Oh my god, shut up, not you, Sophie. If you hadn't said not you, Sophie, I wasn't gonna count it, but now I am.
Are you safe? Where are you?
3 words.
Looking for you.
Alice is still just like sitting here like this. And then she looks up, she's like, I didn't hear it that time.
You keep talking to me while I'm doing this bell.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? Whatever. That happened.
Obviously,
Have
I
at that,
could've just
Kaylee.
stayed dead.
That
I could've
fucking
just stayed
happened.
dead.
That happened. I can't even take it back. That fucking happened. Oh, my stomach hurts. Sophie's gonna think we're crazy. Oh my god. Okay.
I mean,
Sorry.
she's pretty,
So-
you know what? She's Solace's sister, so they're fine.
As you recover from the embarrassment of everything that had just,
Like Realm and the
happened to you.
Postman all over again.
you will eventually hear back. Solace? Tell her I'm dead. Please. Lie to her. Say you didn't hear anything. If she comes for me, she'll die. It's all a trap.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we all know I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I'm laughing or crying. Oh god.
That went south so fast. So fast.
That's what I said. It's bad. If we start having
You
a good
did
time, it just.
I'm gonna relay the message.
And I just heard the gentle fuck, and I thought he was on the floor because Nina started moving, but no, he was straight up his side.
I was even go like, oh fuck, and then I looked at the screen and Nina's tail was wagging, looking at the window. I'm like, is he even there? Then you walk in with a grocery bag.
So what do you say?
So I got an answer back. She wanted me to tell you, and I'm not going to lie to you because I love you very much. She wanted me to tell you that she's dead. She wanted me to lie. And she said that if you come for her, it's all a trap and you will die. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't quite either, but seems like
I'm gonna put my arm around Solus.
seems like both of our siblings might be in trouble.
What do we do now?
What? Do you want to look for her?
I mean, come this far.
And the last thing that we heard about her was that she was heading towards that too.
But what if it's taking all of you into danger?
Then we will handle it all together, right? She'll look around the table.
We have faced danger together before. I don't think the risk of a little more danger will deter any of us.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you want to go, we will go.
I'm not very hungry. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. And she sort of pushes away from the table. Like, she kind of leans into Realm for a second, like acknowledging. But then she gets up.
Would you like company, or would you like to some alone time?
Yeah, I think maybe I should be by myself.
Of course, whatever you'd like.
Thank you.
Well, that didn't go
And
as
she'll-
I imagined it would.
It seems every time you send a message, we never quite get the response that we'd like.
I do promise that I say everything that we write down. I don't change it up.
I have no doubt.
Perhaps
You can never control how other people will react or what might be happening to those people, though. That's the problem.
I'm not sure that you could have said anything different that would have gotten a very different response.
fair enough. So I suppose in the meantime we prepare to go to a tomb, yes?
Perhaps in a few days' time we can try that again, but perhaps telling Sophie that Solace is among friends right now, and that we all would like to see her back safely. But that could be in a few days' time. Perhaps it's best to let the dust settle, as they say.
But I don't know. When would you all like to head off to this place? Do we want to still go to this place?
I don't see any reason why our course should change. We are here on behalf of Sanvi on top of these other things, regardless of what this message would have said. I am of the mind that we go tomorrow, or the next day at the latest.
Why not? Well, I'm okay with anything, but why not today, may I ask?
'Cause fuck you, I just used all my 3rd level spells, bitch!
Yeah, but the
Respectfully.
What Laconia said.
Also,
They're
but it's-
trying to find out about the date. Shh. We need some levity.
No, but also I tried to say this like 5 times, but it's gonna be like a week away. The tomb.
Is it? No?
Thought it was close.
Awen
The
said
tomb's
it was
pretty
close.
Is it?
Yeah, it wasn't a
Mhm.
week
At
away.
least a day or two.
I mean, it might be a day or two, but it's closer here than it was when we were in the middle of the woods. I
Okay.
think.
And I've learned some things about the tomb that we should take the day to prepare for.
You learned some things about the tomb. From who?
Winnie. The forge, the key forge girl that you introduced us to. She
Yeah, my friend.
well, apparently people come to this tomb a lot in order to try to get into it, but very few people even get through the door.
Did she say why?
There's some sort of magical protection around the door. It has a designated gatekeeper, I guess you could say, where you have to kill the gatekeeper to get access to the door, but you only have an hour before a new gatekeeper is chosen and the door is sealed again.
Can we be sealed inside?
I don't know. She didn't know either.
That's alarming.
I do think we need to not only be prepared, but keep swiftness in mind as we go through it if we're continuing to do it. And I do believe we should.
An hour. There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
There could be.
I
We've
think
never
it would have
been.
been Yeah, I think it would have been possible for us to do it in the first tomb if we had not trapped ourselves in there for a night.
There is that.
Okay, I'm not trying to turn us away from the tomb, because if we'd like to go to the tomb, I will admit that I'm curious about it as well. But we do have reason to search Ashenhurst for the contents of the other box. We know that Darby needs to go east. We also know that Awen and Otto went east, which I just think is important because everyone's god is sending them east.
Vaughn and I also need to go east.
Even more of a reason. I'm not. If we'd like to do the tomb, that's fantastic. I just am trying to say the other option, I suppose, would be to go back to Ashenhurst, look for whatever we're trying to find for a little bit, and then head east.
It's
I
going to
hear
take
you.
so many weeks. How many
But-
weeks?
If we are planning to go back to Ashenhurst to search anyway, that tomb is the last place that we heard where Sophie might be. We owe Sandy answers anyway. We're already here. We might as
Yeah.
well go. And
We
if we
accept
get
the many gifts to come this way. To turn away from the tomb, I find would be disrespectful.
It's true.
if we get trapped, we'll figure out the way out. We'll figure it out.
I have no objection to that.
We could plan to go tomorrow then, if we want.
Will we be taking both the horses and leave them outside the tomb?
Did Winnie say, by any chance, just like on that note, did Winnie say any chance which direction / where it is? Because we did not ask Awen that before they left.
No. She doesn't seem inclined to encourage us to go. So I can ask.
That's why I'm just wondering if we need horses.
We could always... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say that if we do have to leave them outside the tomb, knolls, anything in the forest. But it would also mean that we have to... I'm sorry. It would just also mean that we'd have to return here to pick up the horses.
It would be okay to walk if it's close enough within a day's journey.
We just have to figure out which direction we're going.
Solus, are you able to make your tiny...
Solus
hut
isn't
now?
here.
Oh, I'm so sorry, right.
That's okay.
You have a conversation with Solus's back as she opens the door.
Well, no.
One day we will have everyone at the breakfast table.
We did!
One.
And then they got us sad.
And they got us sad.
They are having a lot of sads lately. They are doing their best.
I'm sure we could ask around town and figure out where it is. If Winnie doesn't know, then maybe the rum runner would know.
Oh, that's true. And then we do also have, just for the sake of it, another shop to check out. If only for things that might help us. / I'm looking for some dye.
Die.
It
For
doesn't
your-
have. It doesn't have anything to do with this, but be nice to have.
You would like to dye your armor?
No.
The bag of holding?
Can I dye the bag of holding? Is that a thing? Oh, but I'm
Will
going to fuck with
everything
the
in the bag of
enchantment.
holding turn colors?
No, I don't want to mess with the bag of holding because it is magic I don't understand. Regardless if it's a duffel bag.
But, I mean, we should spend the day trying to get as prepared as we can.
Yes. Which I do also
And
think we should talk about strategizing.
Yes! And I'll gesture to all the papers in front of him on the table. I agree.
Jazz
wholeheartedly.
hands. It's funny you should mention it. Drops a giant book of papers.
Here are all of the battle plans I have been working on.
There's like 100
I have
pages.
some ideas.
We do need Solus to be here as well.
Yeah, I just do the things.
Well,
But perhaps... Go for it.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
no.
I was gonna say we can have
No.
breakfast, and maybe she'll be back at the end of breakfast.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind repeating all of this. A lot of this could bear repeating. You know, who knows? But first thing to keep in mind, I guess, would be Laconia. How do you feel about, I guess, proximity? Do you think you would be better farther back from us or closer to us, based on your skill set?
My skill set, I have to be within at least 30 feet of you to be able to do what I need to do.
Okay.
Which is fine because I can handle that. Because my magic does base myself around illusions and trying to both help all of you and also distract the enemy enough that you can get in the hits or we can get in the hits together as much as possible. Which I've been trying to do, but I do have a slight offensive. Which you've seen as the weapon that I summon to help in those situations where you're concerned. That I can cast at quite a distance, but can only move it a small distance.
Okay. So as long as you stay behind us, and if you use the spiritual weapon, keep that in front of us,
Yes.
we should be able to minimize the targets of who's being attacked, and I think that would be the main goal for us here. So we're not worried about everyone, we're worried about 2 at the most, ideally.
I do think that I also need to do better at finding cover when it happens. I have
I
been
can
able.
teach you how to hide.
And
Lovely.
yes, well, I know that your strategy often revolves around hiding, so keeping the environment in mind and putting our backs to something is definitely going to be key in everything that we look at.
I do think that it would help if you kept yourself at a distance. I know that you like to use that rapier of yours, but I
Well,
think that
I-
you would benefit from your crossbow.
Truthfully, I tend to only use my rapier when someone is getting hit a lot, and I would like to provide another target so that hopefully that person doesn't get more hurt.
I trust your discretion in choosing what you fight with there.
I promise I will always begin hiding and with my crossbow, but if someone is, for example, grappled, I would like to be right there to help. As long as I'm flanking someone, I get the same amount of. I can usually hurt as much as I normally can while hiding.
I just
I can get more dice.
get more dice.
Would just always be sure that you have an exit strategy so that when people are no longer grappled or hurt, you can go back to where you are most comfortable.
I
That
agree.
makes me feel better. Thank you. Yes, that's what I was just thinking about because, as we have noticed, you taking hits could mean death. And I'm gonna reach over
Anyone taking
and
hits.
put a hand on Darby.
I told you that she would be thrilled about the retreat plan.
I mean, it is good to have a retreat.
That being said, a retreat plan that was discussed is giving Darby space to Thunderwave and then fly out. So we have some time to fall back while they do that.
That is a good idea. Would we need a code word so that Darby's not like, everyone, let's retreat, I'm going to Thunderwave.
I mean, the only code I could reliably give is if
You could.
things. Go ahead.
No, you.
I was just going to say if you see the wings, maybe start backing off a little bit.
That's a
If
good
you
idea.
ever see me back away from the fight, the only reason would be is because Darby is about to Thunderwave.
That is a good idea. I was thinking
you summon
perhaps a whistle or something, but the wings are just as good.
Would you summon your wings for more than just that though?
I haven't so far. I don't typically like to be away from the front line, so I don't usually summon them very often.
Right.
And I guess general note, focus fire. Focusing our strikes to one person when we can, limiting the number of people attacking us.
That is also a good idea. Do we aim at the biggest threat?
I'm going to say no, because if we aim at the biggest threat right off the bat and they have little minions running around, the little minions are going to be doing their damage.
I would say the most accessible threat to you at the time. If we can focus, great, but if you've got a really good strike to make on someone, then go for it.
I'll focus all the time. That's my out of character input. Unless you physically can't get to the same enemy. Like it would take you more than one move.
I just think that like when people when we get a boss that has like a ton of minions, that the minions are doing all of this little damage, even though that we're focusing on the boss, but the boss has the most HP at that point. Sorry, I'm falling out of
So-
character for this because I'm just trying to...
If
As a group.
If that does happen, it might benefit from one person grabbing the big one and then everyone else burning down the little.
Who would be the one to target the?
I mean,
I think that would be
the big
situational.
one's gonna pick somebody.
I'll do
The
it.
boss does need to be preoccupied, or they will pick on the weakest of us, or
I'll
whoever the biggest one is.
do it. I don't care. It's fine.
I do care.
No,
I never shied away from one either, so
I
it's situational.
yeah.
So
it
which
depends
does-
on who can get to it first, I guess.
It's a race. No, it's not. Anyway, so that does beg the like, I can attempt to weaken the enemy so that they can't get strikes on you, or I can add to your strength in attacking them. It just, which would this party prefer? I'm basically asking if I should have Bane or if I should have Bless.
I can.
Also, Realm has Bless now too, so...
I also have Bless now.
on the bead.
Yeah, you have the Bless on the beads, which gives our team a D4? A D4 to attacks and saving throws. Yeah. Depends on what level it is on the beads. Is it first level? I think it's first level.
Yeah, it's first level.
So it's 3 people.
Well, 2 people
Well,
already have it.
Yes, perhaps
mean,
in
it's
this
a
case.
question.
Darby shouldn't be using spells, though, if they have to focus. I mean, it's all situational, it's just...
It is, and not
Just
every
worry.
this formation or plan will not work for every fight, and there has to be flexibility for when things do not go well. But
And there have been many times where we've had a moment before the fight began where we could cast something like Bless to go into the fight prepared instead of using it in the heat of the moment. So preparational casting might be something we need to consider.
I do have a gift that was given to me by my goddess that does allow me to put any creature to sleep. But they have to be within 20 feet of me. It's
That
that
could be.
cloud.
I'm sorry, go for it.
It's. Do you remember when Darby? I know that you don't remember. I'm so sorry. When Darby
okay.
went down, I was upset to say the least. And I used that very trick, and there is a chance that the enemies can fall asleep. But they might also not. It doesn't affect any of you. It's the one thing that I have that she's gifted me that doesn't affect any of you. But then on top of that, I do have a spell that when someone is sleeping, I can sort of invade their dreams and hurt them that way, but it won't wake them up.
Perhaps that would be good to
That's a
use.
great
on-
interrogation strategy. I'm just saying.
I'm not sure I follow.
If we ever needed to question someone and they seemed unwilling to answer, putting them to sleep and then invading their dreams might be a great way to start.
It's more complicated than that, but I understand. But I'm not quite there yet.
Perhaps we could come up with some sort of signal, and Darby or I could bless you before you perhaps aim for the boss fight, or the boss in the fight, and if we can put them to sleep, we can pick out all the minions and then attack them while they're asleep.
It will be there. It'll be against them, not so much me, when that happens.
And I suppose you can't bane first and then.
I can. Wait, can I? Yes, I can. I can. Yep, sure can. Yep.
That could be a good thing to do.
I tried to do that anyway.
Hmm.
Alright, well. It is going
So-
to be situational, so I guess we shall see when we get ourselves into another inevitable fight.
So general notes, I guess crowd control the masses, stay close unless you're flanking, focused fire, preparational casting, and if we stick together, we can pull out of a fight. I believe in us.
I will just have to know from my hiding spot when we are going to run, but if I see the wings, I will keep an eye out for them.
I would be quick to yell, "Get the fuck out of here!" if we were running. You will know. You will know.
Okay, I trust you.
Otherwise, we should fill in Solace whenever she returns. And then go check out some stuff.
Okay. How long are you gone for, Solace?
A while. Definitely in hours. 2 to 4 maybe. Probably not back in by lunchtime.
Okay.
After like an hour, it's like, well, guys, would you like to leave?
I guess we should go tend to our business.
Yeah, let us see who we need to see if we can get some answers, and yeah.
So do we go see Winnie first to see if she knows anything, and then we could possibly check out the places that Darby and I have heard
Yes.
of afterwards?
Yes. Go see
wouldn't
Whitney
mind
together.
swinging by the forge.
Do it. Do it.
You put that hand down, you motherfucker. You get that
That was
cute
like
little chin on hand back in.
We could swing by the forge. Winnie is very nice.
Winnie is
I would not
very
mind
nice. I
saying
like
hello.
her very much.
Perhaps in the last 3 or so days, she has had time to make more exploding arrows. Those are going to be fun.
And or
Oh.
check on her to make sure that she has not exploded her shop.
That
As
also
well.
would be pretty important. I am
asked
going.
for a little something myself.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
This is a fun surprise. You will see.
Oh, okay.
I bought some armor from her that was very nice, and I am getting a shield made. But that's about it for me.
I'm getting a shield adapted, fixed, bolstered. One of those. She has my shield. She's got my little one.
Yeah, and I suppose we are waiting for those to get done before we head to this tomb, right?
No,
I
she gave
mean,
me a loner.
That depends. Are you
Oh,
wanting to wait until you get your special fun surprise, or
It is. I do not think it would make or break. I think it would be fun to use, but I could live without it for the tomb.
Well, let's go check in with her.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to pee before we leave, and then we can.
I'm also going to go pee before we leave.
Yes.
everybody goes pee.
Everybody goes pee.
Everybody
before
pee.
we set out to a
Woo!
stormy city.
I'm doing another shot.
To brackets.
You were prepared.
fun.
Huh?
This should be fun.
Yeah. It is fine.
I made the mistake of dropping by my best friend's house after my dentist appointment, and that's where I've been for most of the day up until this point.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, there's nothing to talk about besides the fact that they just constantly, like, they kept keep me laughing so that they could keep roasting me that only half my face was reacting to it.
Oh, that's so mean! Oh no! I would never! I would never! I would never! You deserve better. God, that's harsh. Like, thanks, bestie. Like.
Oh my god! And her daughter, her 7-year-old daughter, is probably like my biggest nemesis in life. She called me toothless. She kept calling me toothless today.
What?
Well,
I'm offended on your behalf.
And she's really like taken offense to that recently, so she just found a way to get me today by calling me toothless.
Wait, you picked a fight with the like 4-year-old?
7. She's 7, first of all. Second of all,
you've been calling a 7-year-old a toddler.
Yes, because she's been taking offense to it. It's really gotten under her skin.
But because she's 7, you know you're an adult, right? Like
I do.
You know you're an adult.
She started it.
Who are you fighting?
A 7-year-old. He's losing apparently.
Sometimes I deserve it.
Apparently he's losing to the
like,
7-year-old.
I just walk in the door and she starts swinging at me. Like, that's just the relationship that we have.
That sounds about right.
Well, it sounds like
And
you're
her mom
antagonizing her intentionally.
Her mom's like feeds her the best burns for me, so that's why she was calling me toothless today after my fillings. And she even came in with a little dental kit to be like, did she take the bottom half because you're old or the top half because you're a baby? And I was like, jokes on you, it was one of each.
I'm struggling to find a sympathy for you getting burned by it. Like I'm sorry they were mean to you, but
I just made the mistake of going over there today. That's the problem. Good for her. She needed that win. I've been roasting her all week.
All right. Everybody back?
I think so.
yeah.
Okay. Solace, where are you walking?
To the beach, and then I'm going to sit on the sand and I'm gonna watch the water and I'm gonna think very hard about very hard things.
Okay. So you spend probably 2 or so hours there alone before you hear movement from behind you. Just footsteps approaching.
I am going to be instantly alert because I am a small creature and sometimes a prey animal. Sometimes a predator, but sometimes prey. So I will jump up and turn around and back away towards the water because honestly, I'm faster in the water than on land. In any form,
So you jump up and spin and start backing away all by instinct, and in most cases you might have been correct too, for the creature that approaches you is a massive armored scaled dragonborn that, if you were not familiar with, might look intimidating.
What's the priest? I will immediately apologize and give like a little curtsy and say I know better than to walk alone, but I just needed some time. I'm sorry.
He laughs at first for your apology and reassures you that he gets it a lot. Before...
But it's not you. She feels bad. She feels worse now.
Why are you apologizing to me beyond your reaction?
Because it was rude.
No, I'm referring to your apology for being alone and out here.
Because it is not safe.
I would wager it's probably one of the safer places to be along the coast.
I guess I just don't know this coast so well.
Take it for someone who does. You will be fine. I notice you hear a lot in the last few days. Something the matter?
She looks uncomfortable, like the fact that she was noticed.
And as he asks, he's coming to like plop down slowly in the sand, sits kind of cross-legged, and his hands, claws just rested in his lap.
She's not quite comfortable enough to sit back down, but she'll sort of kneel. She'll say, I am sorry, I didn't know I was observed. I feel better along the water, and it has been a hard few days.
I can imagine, as I can understand. I too find the sea very calming, even on days like this. And he gestures out to the distant rumbling and overcast skies.
Yes, I mean, it is the same, really, once you go 10 feet or so under, regardless of the weather.
Where are your friends?
I suppose they are back at the inn, or perhaps elsewhere. I left a little while ago, I'm not sure.
Is all well?
I mean, it is. Darby is well, and we are all together, and.
Has Darby been resting?
A little. They are quite restless, honestly.
I know the type. How about you? Are you resting?
Sometimes.
How about now?
I mean, I suppose so. I haven't been for a swim. I wasn't in the mood to swim.
Why not?
Just thinking on things, and there's a lot to think on.
It is hard to do two things at once. Were I to attempt it, I typically drop things.
She sort of gives like a little laugh.
Would you like an ear?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I have a little while to spare, and you are sort of along my route.
I mean, I'm sure you've got other things. I don't know what I would say, but thank you.
I make time for all things. Wandering and thoughtfulness by the sea, just another one of them.
Yeah, it is a good place to think.
It is. I find myself sitting here and worrying on the next case who may come through our doors and whether or not we will be successful. And how do we handle failure, should it happen?
You'll forgive me if I try not to think on not too hard.
Oh, of course. It is a difficult thing to put yourself through. But sometimes I have found it necessary.
Well, I am not sure if I helped, but we were all there and we all tried. And regardless, we were successful, so that is what is most important.
When faced with the whims of the gods, it is all we can do but try. You and your friends did fine.
Yes, they are very strong.
You are as well.
Well, I don't know. But I am still here, so that is good.
Does that not insinuate strength?
Perhaps my strength is in finding good friends.
Then I would imagine you feel very strong for the company you have surrounded yourself with.
I do. They are all very good friends.
You said they're all back at the inn.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. They may have. They all have their own times and their own things to do.
And this is yours.
Yes, it has been a hard week, and we have gotten some hard news. And I just am still trying to think on things that I learned before we arrived here. So,
is it difficult to do that around your friends? Do you feel you must be alone?
I don't know if that is necessarily, well, maybe I don't wish to be a burden, and there are some things that it is easier if they don't know.
Easier for who?
For everyone, I think.
I suppose that makes sense.
Sometimes things just get complicated and it gets harder.
And you seem a young sort, so allow me to offer some insight from a long life. It will just get more complicated. And then it will stop being complicated.
I'm sure that's true. I will look forward to that.
I think for you, it might be closer than you realize.
And she smiles a little and she says, I hope so. I'm just trying to see. Just trying to see where my head is.
Well, hopefully it's at least on this beach and not a bob somewhere in the sea.
Well, I don't know. I spend a lot of times with my head bobbing in the sea, so.
As long as your body is attached, there's no problem.
So far, I've had success with that.
That is good. Considering you're here, I figured I'd offer one piece of advice.
Of course, you are very wise, and I appreciate your time and the value that it brings.
I appreciate your time. This is just a stop along my way. Your friend was held quite strongly by their patron, as it were. Things like that don't happen to just anyone. And after spending some time with all of you, I see something big on your horizon.
I rather had that thought myself. They are uncertain about things regarding their heritage, and I wonder if that might be part of what happened to them, because there's something that wanted to keep them and still has hurt them very badly trying to keep them. And I wonder if it has something to do with where they come from, because they don't know.
It could be, but forgive me, I was unclear. It is not just the druid. I warn. All of you have things tethered to you that perhaps not everyone else has the interest of.
It's something you can see about us, an aura, or
Something I can see, things I hear. I speak with my guides as often as I can.
I think all of us have loved ones that are distant or lost, and we have heard concerning things about what may be happening to those loved ones. So there is something in it. It does seem rather much of a coincidence for us all to be suffering from the same sort of loss at once.
And such an interesting coincidence that through all of these losses, you have found each other.
Exactly. What? Something maybe guided us together. Or something knew we would come together, and that is why we are here. I do not know which came first.
But I think you understand more than you may realize, because I believe the same. Beings of great future typically happen upon one another by accident. These things are often planned. I would just be aware of that. Something brought you together, and perhaps there is strength in that too, despite the roughness of it all.
Perhaps there is something that is bringing us together to help us rather than to just harm those that we care about.
At least I like to think so. I'm a bit of an optimist.
Nice, because so far, even the ones that have helped, the one that brought Darby back, hurt them in the process.
How so?
I do not feel it is my story to tell, but they did not come back the same. I suppose no one would, though.
You took the words right out of my mouth. No one comes back from death the way they were before it. Fewer still come back at all.
You're right, and I do not mean to diminish what you did at all.
No.
I am happy to have them back. They mean a great deal to me. I am very glad to have them back, but it is hard to see people you care about suffer.
But suffering is not all there is it?
I hope not.
I know not. I will leave you to your thoughts, but should you ever need anything, even just an ear for a while, please find me.
I get worse and worse every day at talking about things. But thank you. I appreciate it. And your time.
It is very easy to get overwhelmed when we allow the tides to push up against the docks too frequently, while too infrequently repairing them.
That is why I'm here. Because the ocean helps me.
Well, I hope you find many more avenues to help you.
I shall try.
I have faith you will succeed. And slowly, deliberately again, props their claws into the sand and starts to rise.
She'll stand up herself.
Make sure your friend still takes it easy. I'm sure they will feel better every day, but I feel you may all deserve a bit of quiet time.
If only there weren't so much to do.
There will always be things to do. Take your time between them. Now, take care. Make sure, should your head come separated, it does not fly away on the waves.
I will make a note of that.
Have a wonderful day. And he folds his arms behind his back and starts to trudge up the beach.
She gives another, like, almost a little curtsy kind of thing. Like, respectful.
The rest of you.
Are enjoying Christine's air
We're
guitar.
watching Maconia play the
It's
air
air
guitar.
violin. Oh my god, y'all.
No.
Uncultured swine.
No, it sounds like a banjo.
That is not.
It's a little bit of a lute, also.
Isn't a banjo technically a
lute.
violin?
I don't want to think.
Who plays the violin like this? It's very poor training on a violin.
The rest of you are making your way out
Violins are like-
into
Fucking.
a street that is still fairly busy, despite the looming weather overhead. If not, it seems almost a little bit busier. People are not sure that they will have the day to spend outside, so the morning is bustling. It almost came out as bussin', so I tried to overcompensate on the T.
Every
The
day
morning
was
Made it worse. You made it worse.
I did
Like
make it worse.
it could have been fine, and you had yeah. Oh god, they froze it in shame.
Oh no!
Did the computer crash? It might have crashed.
Oh, God, no.
The computer was offended on your
At
behalf.
least it
Yeah, you
crashed
know
Uh,
on a
what?
smile, but
It was like an awkward smile.
we're all just staring at her frozen face.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Everybody freeze. Nobody move. We're all here at the exact same spot.
Frozen, you can prove I'm not.
You're not in the fucking screen,
You can't prove I'm not, exactly.
bitch. Respectfully.
Oh no.
I am only called a bitch disrespectfully. Don't you ever respectfully call me a bitch again.
I say it at
Don't be
work
a
all the
little bitch,
time.
Ethan.
Whoa.
Thank you.
When my boss walks by, she always says something like fun and snarky when she walks by me. So I turn around and I call her a bitch, but then I go respectfully.
I can appreciate that. My favorite
Oh,
moment
shit.
is the moment in your team when you get to the point where you're like, bitch, you can't call HR, because if you call HR, I'm calling HR.
Oh, we do that
Like, we're
all the
in
time.
This is the same. This is the circle of truth. Ethan has
Oh,
probably heard that.
God,
from me.
we do
Look,
that all the
if
time.
you go down, we're all going down. I'll take you motherfuckers with me. You watch.
I tell
I've also
people
had
to
an
move.
HR investigation, but I passed it, so it was fine. It was bullshit. It was a new hire who
I
was doing
launched an
really
HR
badly.
investigation against Tony, but Todd was heading
Did
it,
you?
so of course they found nothing.
We all
Well,
Todd
We all
actually
joke
told HR
about
to leave it
taking-
alone because he would investigate it, and I thought that a big red flag.
yeah, I think that's a big red flag. Yeah, no, my investigation was bullshit, and it was fine, and I passed it, but it was still very scary for a weekend.
we all joke about taking each other to HR every day. It's pretty.
Yeah,
fun.
well, that's the thing. It's like, look. Just
Hello.
take one of you motherfuckers talk. Just one of you. I mean, but also if you don't feel safe,
Oh, she's gone.
this
Oh,
is the
she's
this is
back.
the compliance number. Yeah.
I did hear her.
Yeah, did also.
Me too. I also do not have that kind of relationship with my coworkers.
Makes a huge difference when I
Yeah. Well, it depends. There
Yeah,
are
it does.
levels,
It does.
right? And there are different. Yeah. It's okay. We're just talking about how we.
Oh no,
oh
what
no! I'm
happened?
confused. I'm confused. This is a very different view. I don't know how to feel.
I don't like it.
My PC blue
I
screen.
can't handle. I can't handle change right now.
Your
I
PC
can't
did
handle
what?
change right now.
Colors!
What'd your PC do?
blue screen.
It blue screen because it's old and needs
Oh
help.
my
It's
god!
fine.
What hoodie are you wearing to our session? This is not okay. I can
Wait.
see it now, and it's not
One
okay.
day we'll all be
They will all be
skeletons.
skeleton. That is something Rome would wear.
Rome is so emo. Bless his little heart.
Charlie, you really need skull on the back too. That's a whole thing.
Is there
Right,
a
it's a whole
hood? Because
thing.
that would make it perfect.
It's actually the
Ah,
reason why I wear it.
okay.
It's my aura hoodie too.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Because it's got like the big wide hood, not the
That's
Yeah, I love
exactly
those
why.
hoods.
But anyways,
I like sleeves with thumb holes. That's my thing.
Oh, my cloak also has that. A hood.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not this one.
Oh, okay. I was about to get excited. I was about to be like, whoa.
It's like, where am I getting it from? Okay, well, that's still doing its thing.
Sorry, it exploded.
That's okay. Like, I'll swap back. I did a really impromptu switch with the snowball.
That's fine.
So, once this catches up and figures its bullshit out.
Did the pink one I give you ever do anything, or is it broken, or is it stupid?
No, it works fine.
Okay, good.
It's just in the living room right now.
Ah, got it.
Oh, what it is there's a short in the wire, so you have to hold it a certain way for it to work, or re-end it.
Oh, no!
But it's okay, I know, or no, not the wire, it's a short in the switch. So you have to, like, physically hold it down. I just used E-tape.
That's this one.
Okay, sorry about that. Let me just fucking...
We were on our way to Winnie's.
Yes.
Can't help technology.
It's okay, old reliable will get me through everything, even if she screams the whole way.
Yay!
Alright, so, yes, we're stepping out into a busier street, taking in mind that the weather is probably influencing more of a crowd in the morning than usual, because people are preparing for the incoming storm. When you approach Winnie's shop, there does seem to be an influx of people coming and going. So much so that she has an assistant working with her. A young, human-looking brunette boy who mans the counter while Winnie is hard at work over the forge.
Maybe now's not such a good time then.
We will not have
Until
much
she
other
sees
time.
Van.
It does look a bit busy.
I'm gonna keep walking up and I'm going to go, hello, Winnie!
Nia's like, I don't care. We got this. We're more important.
And Christine is like, I'm gonna make this go down.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking...
So, when you call, the gnome will look up from where she is hammering something of length over a very hot forge. She's dripping in sweat, but she'll still push her goggles up and lean away from the forge so the heat doesn't get at her face as much. And she'll say, "Oh, good morning. Good to see you all.
We'll see her eyes narrowing on Vaughn. Sorry.
Go ahead and check in with Alex if you need anything." And then she'll snap the goggles back over her face and go right back to work.
Dang it.
Should we check in with Alex? Do we need
I am just waiting on the shield. She seems very busy. I don't really need anything, but if you guys
Darby's back.
do, that's fine.
Well, I can ask Alex if she has had time to make more bolts, and if you'd like, I can ask about your shield at the same time.
No, that's okay. She seems very busy.
Maybe it's ready though. Maybe Alex has it reading behind the counter beside them.
If you want to ask, that is fine.
I'm going to go walk up to Alex.
Okay. He's a young boy, probably like sweet 16 age. He also looks a little bit sooty and dirty from not just working, but just exposure of being in this. Even though it's a very open concept building, it's hard to stand around and not get a little bit of ash or soot or dust on you. He'll smile at you as you approach, but you know he's busy handling another customer, saying goodbye, taking the last of the transaction, and then once that one is cleared away, he'll smile at you all and say, "Oh, good morning, everyone. What can I do for you?"
Hi, we're friends of Winnie. We just thought we'd check in on a couple of projects we've given her, and my friend here would also like to know if you have any more exploding arrows.
Hello.
Okay. Do you happen to know what the projects were?
My friend here was Darby. It was a shield and your armor.
I have the armor. It's fine. I don't need to know about
shield.
anything.
Was a shield. And then I was also wondering about a I know that she's probably very busy and they're probably not done. I was just wondering about the status. And then my one friend here, Vaughn, has a surprise. I don't know what I'm checking in for him because he wouldn't tell me what it was.
I will ask about that later. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And as you're speaking, he's pulling out a big ledger and putting it down onto the counter and starting to flip through, trying to find the correct date. Once
So
he
something
finds it,
under Vaughn, I guess.
you'll see a list of items and dates. And
Is it under Vaughn?
yours is quite close to the bottom. And he'll notice that and say, I'm so sorry. It appears she's not had time to start yet. She might need a few more days before she gets going on the shields here.
Of course.
That's okay. That is okay.
No, don't apologize.
okay.
We just
So sorry.
wanted an update.
We had a bunch of stock come in last night if you're interested in purchasing anything else, but I'm afraid it's been a little bit too busy for custom orders. She'll get to it. She's very good at it. It's just going to take a few days.
Oh, absolutely. There's no rush at all. We just wanted to get a little bit of an update.
Vaughn's gonna have like his head halfway outside the door and suddenly go, "What? Customs isn't even taking names anymore?" Draconia, we should check it out.
Hold on a minute. I'm just almost done the business here. 1 second, and then we'll go deal with that.
Oh. Darby's going outside.
No, it's wonderful. No, Winnie is absolutely wonderful at what she does. We just wanted to check in. Does she have any more exploding arrows?
Well,
Any other arrows? I mean, any other special arrows?
I thought you wanted the exploding ones.
Yes, but if she's made freezing or something arrows, that would be or lightning arrows or something. That'd be fun too.
if she's
You
come up
can
with
make
something cooler, I'll take that.
Freezing
I'm thinking
arrows.
also. I don't know if these things even exist. I don't do magic or enchantments, but it
I
would
don't
be
know
fun
if that's
to
magic.
use
Is that
something
magic?
solid.
I think that's just gunpowder.
Yeah, Winnie doesn't so much enchant things here. She does make them from scratch, but we do get a lot of wares in and out that sometimes are helpful to us sorts of other people looking for maybe not a personal item. It says here that she sold out of her bolts and has not had time to make them.
There you go.
Be okay. But well, while we have you, what other interesting stock did you say that you received out of curiosity?
Oh, well, and he'll open a newer but not as heavy ledger. It's a thinner book in which seems to be recording all of the comings and goings in a given day. Well, we got some new weapons, some bows, some new armor. Oh my god! Oh, that I don't know why we took that, but I guess we have that too.
What is
Also,
The armor?
no, not the armor. We took in a cloak for some reason, and he's sort of looking uncertainly over to Winnie, who is deeply engrossed in her work.
Oh, a cloak? That sounds nice. Oh,
Yes,
goodbye.
it seems very nice. It's got a bit of a price tag, but I imagine it has to be worth. Oh, okay. No, I understand now. Okay. Yeah, she took in a cloak that it's got armor to it. It does armor and things.
Oh? May I see it?
Oh, sure. And he'll stare at the book for a few more seconds and then turn and a little hurriedly go into the back room. And
Maybe
when
like
he
8,000 gold.
returns, he'll have a just folded up mass of fabric that he'll put down on the desk and try and lay it out so that it opens up. And it looks like a 6-ish foot cloak from hood tip to toe tip, made out of a very dark fabric. It seems very normal.
May I ask what kind of armor it has? It looks like a plain cloak to me. I'm interested.
Well, that's what I meant by it's a little bit weird that she took it in, because she usually doesn't take in stuff like this, but, This one apparently it's got a magical effect of some kind. Makes it makes the wearer more protected.
Out of character question: does Solace have armor?
Awen gave me studded leather armor, so I have the studded leather.
And Nia, does Nia have armor?
Yep.
May I ask what kind of... How much?
It's like 6 feet of fabric and it's got a hood.
No, I mean the price tag.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can give you the price tag, and he'll confer with that thinner little duotang again and say, she has it down here as 3,500.
Oh, well, perhaps someday I will come back for that.
It seems like it'd be very useful. Makes you a little harder to hit in combat without, needing to switch up your armor.
It does sound very useful, yes. I just it's a little bit rich for my blood, unfortunately, at the moment.
Oh, I'm
It would be
sorry.
cool if it had weight sewn into it, though. Then it would double as like a weighted blanket.
That is probably an idea Winnie would really like to hear. I'm gonna write that down. You see a very slow handwritten note go down on that duotang.
That it's from Vaughn. She'll adore that.
Okay, how do you spell that?
V-A-N.
Okay, just gotta make sure.
Why would she adore that it's from you?
We had a great little conversation the last time I came in and asked for something.
That you're still not willing to tell us what it is.
It'll be a fun surprise.
So if I can ask, what is your budget overall? Because if we don't have anything within it, I'm afraid I'm gonna have. I'm so sorry. We're just really busy.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll come back later. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to buy anything though?
Do you have anything under 1,000 out of curiosity? Just really quick.
Yeah, we do. We have a short sword and adamantine scale mail, which sounds very tough. I don't think I've worked with adamantine yet.
I love Alex. God, I love Alex.
So we have those things if you are looking to buy.
Bless
Out
you.
of character is adamantine.
That's a
strong.
heavy armor.
My fists are adamantine.
I'm pretty sure that if you put that on, you'd get disadvantage on your stealth checks.
It is a very solid medium armor.
Yeah.
It does impose disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Oh, wait,
Disadvantage.
oh.
Disadvantage.
I thought it said
That's the bad one.
You're like, oh! I'm like, no! Mr. Rogue!
I wonder if Darby would be interested, but we've
I think Darby
taken
got
up
all
enough.
Darby's outside.
He's like, please,
Darby
please,
went
the
out.
social embarrassment. I can't
It got
handle it.
awkward real fast, and they went outside.
It is worth noting. There's a bit of a note here. It says that, hits that would normally hit you very hard, don't hit you so hard when you're wearing it.
I thought he was gonna find a note under Vaughn's name.
And final question on that matter before I let you attend to the next customers. But what is the price tag on that? The adamantine armor.
Well, the scale mail that lets you not take those really, really heavy hits that hurts a whole bunch. 550, and then the short sword is 3. I can't tell if that's a 6 or a 0.
Okay, it's okay.
300.
of course. That's okay. I think I'm just curious at the moment, but I appreciate your time.
Yeah, well, I am being paid.
I don't know whether to give you a gold or not.
No, I just didn't want you to
Ralph
think
starts
that
awkwardly trying to tip again.
I just didn't want you to think that you were taking up my time, Minnie, because I am being paid to do this.
I'm going to telepathically send a message to Darby and ask him if he needs adamantine armor. Scale mail. Adamantine scale mail.
I just paid a lot of gold for half plate. I am okay, thank you. Please,
Okay.
what is happening? Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Realm, they don't need it.
Should
We can
anyone
go.
be broke, I do have 1,300 gold and nothing to spend it on. So, Solus is currently one of the party members who has spent the least amount of money if anybody needs a loan.
I also have
You don't-
1,300 gold.
Okay.
Well, yes, but you started out rich, okay?
Yeah, I did. You're not wrong.
I have
Listen,
spent
my
no
mom
money.
loves me. My mom
I've
loves
spent
me.
like 0 monies at all.
Oh, no, sorry.
My mom loves me. Okay.
At least you have a mom.
She wants to be. Jesus! She just wanted to make sure that I was safe.
Rhiannon said it. I just repeated it with a snarkier tone.
Anyway, I'm gonna put a silver down and then I'm gonna walk away.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna think I have to do that too and do it also.
Are you sure you okay? You don't have to
Wait.
buy anything, I guess.
But you just made 2 silver. You're welcome.
He didn't mention he's on commission.
It's fine. He made money anyway.
That's
So
whole
you-
silver.
Are
It
you-
wasn't fucking 550 gold, but we asked the paladin in our party if they needed it.
It is only medium armor. It's not expressly heavy.
I don't know a lot about armor. I just wanted to ask Darby if they needed it.
Darby bought 1,000 gold armor recently.
Darby spent 750 gold on half plate, so
So proud.
they're okay.
Go walk back outside. Alright, so you said that... Where are we going? We're going to see about this customs thing? Yes?
What customs thing are you guys going to see about? I'm
No
not
one-
there, but I'm curious.
Absolutely nothing. You missed the opportunity. It is long gone. You'll never get
No,
to
I
talk
bet it's
about
not.
it again.
I bet it's not. Where are they? Let it just show me.
Nowhere
I'll
to be
walk
found.
this way. Alright. I'm going to go maybe towards the post. They probably went towards the post.
Did we have anything else we needed to do today? Anything else? Like, I feel like we had something heavily important on our minds that we needed to go look through.
There are
I'm
2
gonna go
pawn
start-
shops. One is called something knickknacks, the other one is something that belongs to a runner. Let's go to 2 of those and see if they have. And they start walking.
Let's go. Javon will just send him.
I've started walking towards the post.
And then he'll go and grab a pony and drag her along with him. No, we're
I think
not
it's
splitting
Nagini's
up
knickknacks.
anymore.
You were the one that brought it up.
So are you dragging Draconia and your party to the pawn shop, as it were? The general store.
Are we going
There's a
to
general
Nagini's or are we
store.
going to Rum Runner Runny?
Which one is closer? That's the one that they're going to.
I think that the Rum Runner Runny was on the docks or something. I can't remember. Gotta look up. Hold on. Please hold while I look it up.
I feel like it's been about 3 hours now, so Solus will probably
Yeah,
return
yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah,
inn and ask after the part.
He's a pirate that spends his evenings in the retirement at the tavern by the docks. And is very drunk always when he sells his stuff or talks about his stuff and stuff.
That could
Nailed
be
it.
good.
Nailed it.
Doesn't
Nailed
have
it.
the inhibitions to.
No,
say
because
bargain.
Nagini's Knickknacks is a general store that also deals in imported treasures brought in by sailors looking to turn a profit. So that could also be very good.
Which one are we going towards? Which one's closer?
Yeah. Is
Give
the
a
Nick
bitch
next?
a minute.
Give it a
Runners,
bitch a
go.
minute. Okay, rum runners. We're going to the rum runners.
So you
Go.
head down the
Have my name in it. We
busy
have to.
main
We're going to the drunken pirate.
rum R-U-M rum runner.
The run runner. Run runner.
Rum
Runner.
No, I know.
The
I'm just being a bitch now.
So you head down the busy main way of the commercial district of the city and still find that it is very saturated with people coming and going. You head out into the open space that sort of delineates a main road that goes towards the towering lighthouse and the fort on the opposite side.
Oh god, the wrong button. I'm playing a mobile game because I can't focus otherwise, and I turned it down now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I didn't hear anything.
You outed
Okay.
yourself,
Yeah.
buddy.
It was
Yeah,
super
I
loud.
bet.
Like it helps me focus. It's me
goodness for that noise.
coming out. Yeah.
So you will eventually see on the opposite side of that large roadway is a two-section building that is nestled right against the ramp that starts to ascend towards the docks. And you will see a placard that is swinging in the wind outside the front door that says the Terrible Twos.
Terrible Two's Tavern.
Oh, hi. That's where it is.
Oh, you heard about it? I also heard about
Yeah,
it.
Woody brought it up.
Yeah, Winnie brought it up with me as well. She wanted to go dancing. I'm just not much of a dancer.
Now is when we find out that Winnie asked them both out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, Winnie
the
brought it up.
threesome.
Winnie brought it up to you as well. Did she ask to go with you?
Yeah, she did, actually.
Oh, what a sweetie.
So, I'll go out with her for drinks tonight.
Oh, are we all going?
Yes.
walking.
Personally, I was under the impression she may have called it a date.
Nope. Nope. I'm in a tavern. I've walked away. I'm inside.
We do.
At the
So,
bar.
Darby and
Like,
Rome,
as we're walking in.
I could have stayed
A-
dead.
a date.
I could have stayed
A
dead.
date.
Nope.
A date.
Yeah,
Come on, Realm.
Fun, and then just follow Darby in.
No. You grabbed me, so I'm gonna hold you back for a second. You said a date? You're going on a date with Winnie tonight?
Yes, that is, I believe so, yeah.
Oh. That's lovely. That's
Yeah,
so
I
nice.
hope it will be. I hope it will be. It should be fun.
So this conversation is happening. Realm and Darby, you both kind of beeline for the door. At this point, Solace, I would say you did find the party as they were leaving the Fae Forge, and were
Yeah,
able to
so
kind of
she'll-
assimilate.
She'll just sort of appear, and she, as this conversation is happening, she does not run away. She's like, oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it sounds nice, right? Solace, he's going on a date
But
with
Realm and Darby, you
that's-
reach the door of the Terrible
Oh,
Twos
he's
and
going
try
on
to
a date
go-
with who are you going at? I look between Van and Nia, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm very confused. I joined just in time to learn that he's going on the date with yeah. Wait, who are you going on a date with?
The terrible two.
Oh, that's
We can
terrible.
talk- We can talk about this later, probably. I don't think it's super important right now, but Winnie.
I think it's important.
No,
you know what,
it's no. Let's go inside. Let's go.
As Realm and Darby have tried to reach the door and go to open it, they find it locked.
No worries, I got them. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, well, it's closed. Is it closed? Does it look closed?
The windows are shuttered.
Okay.
There's a snoring drunk on the porch.
Are you Realm Runner running?
I'm going to go over to the drunk.
Okay.
Don't talk
And
to anyone but my party members.
Going to gently nudge them awake if I can.
Go ahead and give us a strength check.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
him to wake him up.
I'm looking at Vaughn behind
16.
Waconia. Like, what are you
Okay. So you start to like gently shake them, and a little bit harder, and they are out. So it's not until you give them a solid nudge that kind of knocks them back into the wall they had been, nestled against. Do they abruptly just what? What do you want?
What time do they open?
And like he'll look up towards the sky and be like, it's still light.
Oh, that's the guy.
I can see that. What time do they open?
It's when there's less.
When it's dark? Okay. Do you...
Less, yeah.
What's your name before you go back to sleep?
Todd.
Good night, Todd. And I will gently put them back down.
Todd.
Todd says it'll be open at dark.
Alright, that's wonderful. Let's go to Nagini's Knickknacks. I'm gonna turn around and start walking.
Todd, what did I miss? I'm so confused.
I'm going to...
I'm already heading in the direction of where I was told Nagini's Knickknacks is.
I'm going to take out 2 silver pieces and put them in Todd's hand.
Okay. And he's unconscious again.
That's fair.
I'm gonna take the silver pieces and put them over his eyes.
He's dead. He's fucking dead. Fucking dead.
Okay. Y'all are not okay.
No, it's all fine. It's great. Everything's awesome.
None of it's fine.
No, all of it's fine. It's all fine.
No.
No, it's fine. I'm walking towards Nagini's Knickknacks.
She's upset. Now she's upset. Now you've got it upset her.
Nope.
Now none of us will hear the end of it.
No. No, none of you will hear anything about it. I'm just walking.
To Nagini's Knickknacks then.
I'm gone.
So, awkwardly tripping over your separate conversations and interactions, you proceed back down that main commercial avenue. It shares the roadway with the Fey Forge, as well as the captain's quarters, but it is a small, squat stone building with wide glass windows that are currently open. As you enter, there is a pleasant mosaic of blue tiles over the floor, and it is also unusually busy. Feels unusually busy. There are people just chatting amongst themselves, looking over the shelves that are lined with all sorts of different kinds of wares, as well as, oh god, this is in a different part. Who did that?
Me.
No, I didn't, because I'm an idiot.
You asked who?
Hey.
Yes, okay, so sorry. Moving about the crowd that will stand out as sort of the purveyor of the goods is an old sailor whose entire face is covered by a reddish-gray, bushy facial hair. What little skin you can see is very leathery and tinged red. And he'll kind of grunt at you as he walks by and says, "Don't go stealing anything."
I wouldn't dream
and goes to the next couple of people that are holding a pair of scrolls in their hands.
I look at Realm, just in case.
Now I want to steal things.
Out of principle!
That's why I look at Realm, just in case.
I'm looking for dye. I would like some dye, please.
Okay. You do very easily spot a shelf that is pressed up against the wall, and from it is placed multiple pots full of different colored materials. And when you approach the shelf, it feels sticky, and it smells of a lot of different aromas. Like you get a whiff of berry, and then you get a whiff of something that is almost kind of close to decay with just a hint of sea in it. It's just a wall of different scents.
Some of this has gone bad. Dobby!
Huh?
Does dye go bad?
It shouldn't. It just doesn't smell very good.
What does the blue dye smell like?
You reach for the pot of a blue liquid, and it is a very sizable pot, and you go to uncork it. Did I fuck it? No, I didn't. Okay, you go to uncork the bottle and take a smell, and it smells faintly of blueberries.
Oh, this one's not so bad.
Something a little green, but it's hard to pin down what it is.
Darby, will this work?
It should, yes.
Okay. I'm going to get this one.
That's happening. I'm just gonna look around and see if I can see anything fun. and
What are you
interesting.
looking for?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that as soon as I said something fun.
No, this
I'm-
place is crammed to the tits with all kinds of weird things.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I'm looking for shiny rocks.
Yeah, that one.
So you cast Detect Magic.
Yes.
There's a ton of bullshit.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Is it, or is it just confusing?
No,
Oh, it's probably very confusing.
it's not a lot of pings that you get back, but there are certainly little areas of attention that start to light up in your peripheries, just scattered around the store. There is a fair amount of magic in here, but it is spread out and kind of lost within the mundane items.
So we're definitely going to have to talk about what it is we're explicitly looking for, because there's magic
You'd be like,
spread
"Hey,
out.
You'd be like, hey, Realm, go to that aisle, third bottom down, go. I don't know.
I want to try and figure out what it is, the stone that I have. Where's I do
Feel. I'm going outside again. I feel very overwhelmed.
Darby, I can help.
No, it's fine. I'm going outside. Bye.
I'm going to try to look around for somebody that looks like they're in charge / the owner, blah blah blah. Maybe the
So
person that walked by us and said don't steal anything.
So that person who walked by, as you start to study the crowd, you really don't have to do too much of a perception check, because it seems like he's going from group to group to be, what are you getting? Alright. That'll be... I'm rubbing that over there. Right, don't steal anything. I'm watching you. I'll take your hands.
I don't want to talk to him, but I'm going to go talk to him.
And it's this face
I'll
of
take
like
your
ruddy
hands.
gray beard and big bushy gray eyebrows and like a reddish nose sticking out. You can't really even see his eyes.
Yes, hello, sir. Sir.
Hello?
I would like to buy this dye, and I also have a question for you.
You're not taking the whole thing, put it back.
What if I wanted to take the whole thing?
You don't need the whole thing. It's concentrate, yeah?
Alright, I didn't know. I would like some dye to make a map.
Okay. You put that back. We'll get you a vial. We'll get you a little vial. And you can use the vial, you put it in water or whatever else. And you dye the thing. You don't need the whole bleeding bottle.
Now I just want to buy it out of principle.
You want to buy the whole bleeding bottle of dye?
Sure.
15 gold.
Alright.
The bleeding thing's yours. Give me the gold.
Thank you. When did I just do?
And like, as you hand the gold, he immediately pockets it in these trousers with obscenely deep pockets. You hear it like clang, but not immediately.
Everything forever is going to be blue now.
Are you good at identifying magical things?
What?
I have a magical rock and I don't know what it does, and I would like to know what it does. If I give you 5 gold, can you tell me what it does?
How do you know it's magical?
Because I'm magical.
Make a persuasion check.
This is a lot. Oh my god. Oh,
Bless her heart, she's having a bad day.
Loving this interaction, though.
She's having a bad day.
Fucking
She just found out
persuasion?
about the date. Now this.
24.
Like a diner, just getting a few drinks.
Fuck you.
So,
Not used
Sorry,
to being
respectfully.
spoken to like this.
His eyebrows will go up, and you see these like beady little green eyes as he like looks you up and down, and then the eyebrows come back down, very Muppet-like, and just to cover them completely. He says, "Oi, my boy, that's your magical. But what makes you think I am?"
we were guided towards you as somebody who takes mystical treasures or things from pirates for profit. So I assumed you might know.
Are you selling?
No, I'm not selling.
Then I'm not interested. I want to buy the magical things.
And I was going to give you gold to identify the magical things.
But then I have to give the magical things back.
But you get to
What's
keep the
point?
gold.
I want the thing.
But what if the gold is worth more than the thing?
Listen, there's a process. There's a process to this. I take the magical thing, I rack up the prices, and then I sell the magical thing. If you're just going to pay me to identify the magical thing,
You're
then I'm
still
not getting
making
any
a profit.
gold.
You're still
Not
making.
enough of a profit.
But you're not going to make enough any profit if I walk away.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be making some profit.
You're not
And,
going to
like-
make any profit from me.
Oh, you're magical.
I'm walking out of the store.
I don't have charm person. I can't do this.
Don't leave her alone. He just said he wants to sell magical things and then gave her a weird look. Please don't leave
Oh, I
her
can't
alone.
even cast fear
This
because
is
I
friend zone, like friend code shit. You cannot leave her alone there.
It's too late.
Oh God! No, Vaughn's there. and
I
he's
can't
dumb about
even.
stuff, but he wouldn't leave her alone, right?
I have calm emotions.
Vaughn
Does
is
that count?
dumb about nothing. What do you mean?
Vaughn
He is fully
is
aware of what's going on.
stupid. He is stupid.
Whoa!
What? He's being stupid. He will
Hello,
admit
Rel.
that.
Way.
Hello.
It's
It
getting
was
a
In
little.
which way?
A lot.
Let's pump the
Five.
brakes there a little bit.
It was
Which part?
getting a lot.
Ah,
They are arguing. Neither of them understand each other. It's fine.
okay.
Arguing.
Who's arguing? I'm not arguing. Oh wait, yeah, I'm arguing with the
You
shopkeeper.
were. Are you doing anything after he makes a very pointed, well, you're magical.
I don't have fear because I already used all of my
I
third level
don't have
spots.
fear either, but you don't hear me yelling about it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna cast calm emotion.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Aaron, come on. I mean,
Calm emotions. What's the say?
I
Oh,
think he's
fucking
calm. I am
charisma
standing
saving
at-
throw. 15.
I'm just
That is a
watching this like a
17.
tennis match.
Do you think?
See,
I
I'm
should go back in there, Rel?
magical.
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
Oh,
Now listen, I'm going to keep you here to talk with me until you help me, and I will give you 5 gold for it. In the meantime, I'm making a scene here, and people are going to leave while I make a scene here.
Oh, now I'm uncomfortable. Like
even
it's
know if
we've
he
reached
can-
that point.
Do you know if he can identify the thing, or are you just demanding this?
I'm
thing of this
going
guy
to-
who likely can't?
It's fine.
Is
Make
it?
a persuasion
me-
check.
Yay.
Nia, please.
And they
I
find
think-
out right
I
away
think
that
maybe-
he can identify. He just didn't wanna.
Remember
21.
that iron, unbendable will that I brought up in the tavern?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm negotiating.
What?
are you? Or are you
Okay.
just?
You're outside. I'm negotiating.
Oh. Damn,
Solus
I
is
never
like,
went outside.
Nia,
Well-
maybe you should be a little. Maybe
You know what? Maybe I should go
kind
outside.
of rude. Maybe you're
And
being
or
kind of
point me
rude.
in the direction of someone that can identify my stone.
Listen, you're already making a bit of a scene, and
I
I've got
sure am.
I've got a full store of customers that are gonna come back whether you make a scene or not. But out of principle, because I am an upstanding businessman that does great deals for great things, I do have a source that identifies my magical items. Thank you very much.
All right.
What?
Go on. Well, who's your source?
Who the fuck do you think? Oh, I get it. Tourists we got. First time, eh?
Yes.
Ugh. Ugh.
The sooner you tell me, the
Actually-
sooner I'll leave, and you'll be 5 gold richer.
Oh, you gonna give me 5 gold to tell you?
If you lie to me,
I'm not lying, pay up.
you tell me first, and I will pay you.
I don't trust that you'll pay up.
He
Vaughn slams the
chalks
gold on
up,
the table.
ladies and gentlemen, he has just admitted to me that he chalks up the prices
Oh, yeah.
of all of his things.
Can I hear this happening from outside?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
coming
I
back
actually,
in.
at this point, there is a little crowd forming around them.
Solus is
Up
like
the
tugging on her
prices.
hair a little bit.
And listen,
Like-
as someone who
I'm going back in, and I'm going to go up to Viconia, and I will, like, look her in the eye, grab her shoulders, and say, stop.
I want to
You're
know
trying to
what the
intimidate.
rock does. I got die. I want to know what the rock does.
You're being ridiculous right now, and you need to leave right now.
You just said I'm being ridiculous. Me.
You're being ridiculous.
Think you're being a bit ridiculous.
We can hear you from outside.
You need to calm down and go outside.
Me.
I hide behind Vaughn.
Out of all the people over this last little, you know what? It's fine. Fine. I don't want to know what the rock does anyway, and I'm taking my gold with me.
Vaughn still leaves that 5 gold on the table.
Yeah, if he didn't, I was gonna. I'm like right behind Vaughn.
I'm being ridiculous. I'm being ridiculous. I have so many things to say to that, but I'm being ridiculous. I say as I walk out of the fucking store.
I look at everyone but Viconia. I said, "Why don't you go ahead a little bit and let me talk to Nia for a minute?"
I'm giving the old guy 5 gold.
I've already done it.
Too bad he gets more, honestly.
How good that worked out for him now, didn't it?
I
We're
lace my
moving.
I lace my arm through Viconia's and I say,
Nope. No, thank you. Please don't. Please don't. I love you, but please don't. I am annoyed. And I'm going to keep walking.
I give Vaughn a look that he may or may not be able to interpret.
He will not interpret. That does not compute.
She just sort of like rubs her face. She's had a hard day and she doesn't know how to handle all of these emotions with all
I'm
of
gonna
the
take
people
out my
having them all
rock
at once.
and I'm gonna start rubbing it.
You're taking out what and rubbing it?
The rock! The cat
Okay.
rock! I'm taking it out and I'm gonna rub it because I'm emotional and
There is
upset
a
and
bad
angry.
joke in there, and I am
No,
not making
I'm
it. I want
doing
everyone to know I'm not
exactly
making
what
the joke.
Otto said. I'm doing exactly what Otto said. I'm rubbing the fucking rock.
Not making the joke.
I am
You
upset.
rub the rock, and nothing appears to happen.
Ugh. Dang it. I meow at the rock.
The rock
Maybe we
sits
should-
there, cold in your hand.
Maybe we should take her back to the hotel and
She needs a nap.
I just don't understand what.
I like tug on Darby's sleeve to whisper in their ear.
They look like not angry, just exasperated at this point.
Yes, I will whisper in Darby's ear if they like lean over because I cannot reach their ear otherwise.
I'm going back to the inn.
They'll lean down.
Yes, and I will explain that I think
Okay.
Viconia is upset and why.
I'm going back to the inn. You all go shopping. I'm going back to the inn.
I don't think we're welcome in there anymore, but
You know, you can just say you're not associated with me. It's fine. I've started storming back to the inn.
I am not following. I'm gonna
No
go
bad.
elsewhere.
I look at Vaughn again. It's not like an angry look, it's just a like disappointed a little bit.
hey,
You have
A little
something to say,
bit.
Solus.
No, I I think you've hurt her feelings and she's acting out. And I'm not saying that I'm not
Fucking child. Technically, she's not an adult.
I'm not saying that you did anything wrong.
at all, or that she should have behaved that way. I'm just saying I think she is upset and is perhaps not handling it well.
Okay. And you're throwing me these looks because you think I've upset her in some way?
I mean, I think perhaps that you were the reason that she is upset. I'm not saying that you upset her because that implies that you did it and you didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying I think perhaps that is why she is upset.
Are we here? Can we overhear this?
I mean,
Yeah, she's talking aloud now, yeah.
Baconia went back to the inn.
But what?
So if you're of the mind that I haven't done anything wrong, I appreciate you not throwing me these looks like I have done something wrong here.
I look genuinely hurt. I'm not giving him dirt. I wasn't giving him. I'm I thought you would understand. I'm sorry. And she looks like she's had a bad day and she's having a bush. I'm sorry.
I think maybe all of us need to just take a breath and calm down a little bit.
I'm calm.
There are a lot of tensions and emotions and everything.
I'm sorry, Darby, and you're supposed to be resting.
I have rested enough for the rest of my life. I don't want to see a bed for another 12 hours. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to keep going around town if we're going to be like this, because we are making asses of ourselves, and I don't want to do that. I'm sorry for being whatever, but that was a lot.
It was a lot. And may I just say, it's not Vaughn's job to make Nia feel better every time she's upset. He also.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I'm just. Never mind. It's fine.
It's at this point that you begin to feel droplets on your head. Another ominous rumble from somewhere over the sea. The downpour hasn't started, but the sky is starting to open up.
I'm gonna look up towards the sky and fucking welcome the rain.
Just...
Rain
I'm
on
not
me. It's been a day.
I don't think we should blame anyone. I think we should all just take a minute and just calm down. I don't know.
That was all over die. I don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's just when I think about it, it's crazy.
I am only saying that I do not think it was about the dye. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she was right. It was very inappropriate and it was very uncomfortable for me too. I am rather in tune to how the people around me feel. I am just trying to give some insight as to perhaps where her head was. Not that that's any excuse or anyone's fault. I just thought it might be helpful if you knew what I think was in her head. If it is not, then I'm sorry.
You're all receiving a very gentle misting at this point.
All right, let's at least find some shelter if we're gonna stand and talk with each other.
It's nearly lunchtime.
Yeah.
Or lunch.
The bar, whatever it was called, the tavern.
It doesn't open till sundown. That's what Todd said. So.
Oh, that's terrible twos.
Fucking Todd!
We forgot. Darby is the better at making friends.
No. Todd is going
Todd!
We must protect Todd at all costs.
Oh god, Todd!
Are we passing by the terrible twos on our way back?
Opposite directions.
Okay, never mind.
Bye, Todd.
So
We'll come back for Todd.
we'll say that you all elect to find shelter in the tavern and perhaps unwind and decompress, at least, somewhere a little drier with warm food and warm beds available, being the captain's quarters, so that we're clear. I super have to pee.
I have to pee too.
And then we'll come back and figure out how much later we want to go. And if not immediately wrap up, keep going. I'll be right back.
Okay, me too.
Me too.
Hello. Sorry, I forgot I came back unmuted.
Whoa.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah.
Bab.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sup?
I'm on my power dipped, so I'm on my phone now.
Okay.
I'm around somewhere.
I'm just trying to
Petting a
reconfigure.
dog. Nina just be giving me these looks sometimes that said pet me Seymour.
nothing's coming back.
It's alright, I just spent better half of an hour with my impromptu fix.
Hey. I still don't know what instrument that is.
It's the lute.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a little one. It's a lute. Ow. Fuck.
Hello.
Hello.
I forgot to grab a drink. I will be back.
Oh, you fool.
Fool.
You fool.
I know,
Ew.
I actually for once have nothing to do tomorrow, but I know some people have to be up early in the morning.
I've given up on life. I don't care.
Personally, will
I need sleep.
We won't go too late.
I don't
One
need
more
sleep.
hour. One more.
I'm gonna wake
Go
up at
until
4
there's
a.m. regardless.
Laura, how many campaigns like actively running are you down to now? Because at one point you had one running like every night.
Right now, actively like more than once a month. It's really just this one, and then the text-based single-player one has been a little more active.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really it. Oh, Wednesday we're doing Time Watch, but I am not paying a whole lot of attention to that one. I'll be 100% honest. It's very history buff bait, and I am not a history buff. Yeah. They're talking about starting up Alien again, but yeah.
Alien.
Whaleback?
Yeah.
Oh god, sorry.
Please don't die.
Camera.
So, keeping in mind that some of us need to be up in the morning, we won't go too much later. Just gonna let that fucking freak out, because I feel like if I touch something too much, it's gonna... Oh god. It's fine. But we resume within the captain's quarters. The rain is still not harsh outside, but it is starting to come down more consistently. And as it does, the traffic that is on the streets starts to thin out as they all find respective spots for shelter in the meantime. What are you all doing?
I'm in my room.
Okay. Viconia is not in the lobby when you all duck inside for cover.
Well, I think Vaughn will find a table, a drink.
Barbie will join. We're at
Yeah.
the table and drink.
Yep. After several sips, I'll look around and say, should I go speak to her?
I don't know.
I look a little drained. Kind of burnt out on empathy.
I think
But I'm...
We have some things to discuss with you. Or Vaughn and Darby did some strategizing. It might be good for you to hear.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, one day we will have everyone sitting at this breakfast table for a full day.
And then I feel guilty and I apologize.
It's okay, we're all gonna get away once, it's fine. But we did discuss some things that we want to get your input on it. And then he'll lay out those plans that they had talked about previously, and he's even got like little drawings on these papers of like formations, like there's like a T formation for just spread out, and then there's a turtle formation is what he calls it when they huddle together.
She actually looks very impressed, and she will mention that she also has Thunderwave. She just is not at occasion to use it without endangering the others. And she will, just kind of talk through the fact that she also has Silence and has just recently learned Counterspell and some of the things that she can do. Hypnotic Pattern to assist with controlling enemies on the battlefield. And just will share that. And her abilities that maybe they don't know about, or haven't seen before.
Okay. Alright. I guess if we are to face like a big group of monsters like we did in the woods, then maybe assignment number 1 would be crowd control.
Yes, to some extent, but also I am the person most able to keep all of us.
And then she was very clearly going to say alive,
yeah.
and then she
Okay.
Juan will finish that sentence and say alive, yes. And that's, you are going to be our
Okay.
number 1 healer between you and Viconia. And so that will always take precedence over anything else that you do, of course.
I should mention, I am by no means a healer, but I have some slightly better healing abilities now. But mostly I can make you stronger. All of you, I can make you stronger. Lots of different ways than I could before, but...
You're intending to put yourself in harm's way, then it is good that you have better abilities to keep yourself safe.
Yes, and that is why I have this formation here, and he'll point the total formation. If we are ever in a place where we are critically injured, we need to rush to Darby as fast as we can for that bolster. So if I ever scream turtle in a fight, y'all know what to do.
We get close.
I do tend to already stay fairly close to one of the two of you. That has been my way to be able to both help you and to perhaps not draw as much attention myself. So I can certainly continue.
I was wondering whether I should save those exploding arrows for something in particular, or just when I see a good shot, perhaps at the, I don't know. But it can, would I notice it can hit the person 10 feet behind them as well?
You can assume that it will explode upon impact.
Okay.
So I would think a situation where we have multiple enemies and it is a serious danger would be a good time.
I know that some of you will not like to hear this, but I will tell you this. If you have a good shot and I am a little bit in the way, do it anyway. Just do it. I will probably be fine, maybe. I don't know.
Might be asking a little too much, especially too soon, Darby.
I know, but I'm just saying, if it helps, I don't know.
If it helps, you would jump in front of an arrow for any of us, and we know that. And we would for you too, if we could have, or could in the future. But I understand that you are the best able to survive a hit, so.
Bless you.
Thank you.
tension breaking sneeze. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, it's just one more thing. I can also, if one of you are to get hurt, like I can probably, depending on the hit, make the attacker take a significant hit in return. Not very often, but occasionally. I'm just laying everything I have out on the table, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to assign names for these plans? I think you mentioned a name, Vaughn, but so that you can say, okay, this formation, and we all know. I don't know. I mean, yes. Bye.
Well, I mean, the two formations that I really have down pat here are the T formation and turtle. T being, Darby and I at the front, our spellcasters behind us, and then Realm, you're the outlier. You'll be wherever you need to be to get the openings that you need.
And if you do rush in, if someone seems to need help or anything, make sure you have an exit strategy first.
I am pretty good at running.
And I mean, assuming it is not me that needs help, I will try to buy you time, as I'm sure Vaughn will also try to buy you time.
I
Don't
trust you
wait too
both.
long.
Oh no. Sorry.
Yeah, and I don't know. I haven't done much of the planning like this before, but I guess I could feel, or I can shout strategies in the moment before we go into battle. I don't know. That's my contribution. I can't do magic here. This is just papers and plans. That's me.
I mean,
Vaughn, you contribute a lot. You're very strong in your own way. You do not have to be magical in order to be essential to us.
no. And I think you were right to say if we have the opportunity, like casting things in preparation is probably a smart thing to do. There was another thing I wanted to bring up, but the person with the bag unfortunately is not here, so I can't really mention it. I mean, I can mention it to you all, but
I mean, any of us can take the bag holding at an appropriate time.
it's not easy to bring up. But in the event that someone does what I did, it might be worth putting them in the bag to move.
No.
Why not?
No. Stop looking at me.
Okay. I'll look somewhere else.
So, a few more hours will go by, over which time you are having this discussion. Eventually, it starts to darken outside. The rain is still going. But you realize much of the day is getting away from you.
Has the sun gone down? You said yes, right?
Very close to it. It's getting dark.
Well,
I'd
be.
even had an idea to spar for a little bit today, just practice maybe some newer things that we've been wanting to try out, but the weather hasn't really been fair to us for that today.
no.
Might also
Not quite.
keep in mind that we can't necessarily trust everyone here, so perhaps it is better if the whole town does not know what your capabilities are.
Who are you not trusting? Is there someone you're not trusting? And Vaughn's gonna look around suspiciously at the bar.
I am curious also.
She just shakes her head, like it's no one in particular. I just I've learned recently that there's some value to sometimes playing your cards a little closer to your chest.
Can I walk downstairs and try to leave?
You can? Are you trying to do it stealthily?
A little bit, yeah.
Alright, roll a stealth check.
Oh, fuck yeah, natural 20. Ah,
For a
fuck
total
yeah.
That's the natural 20 you get.
That's
That is
it.
the
Yeah,
natural.
that's it. Oh,
Sure
fuck.
is.
Shit balls. Oh god. Stealth. +1. 21.
That is more than enough. You managed to slip out with the moving of a crowd and into the rain.
I'm gonna head towards Winnie's.
Oh boy.
As you approach the very outdoor forge, you will notice how the crowd seems to have dissipated. The forge is also cooling now. It's still glowing with ember, but no longer is it raging, and no longer is there a gnome working over it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the door and I'm going to knock, soaking wet.
So you knock and you open to a gnome who at first looks a little bit confused and then delighted to see you there. She's cleaned up at least. She no longer looks quite as soot and ash and etc. covered in. She appears to have at least wiped herself down at the bare minimum. And she'll say,
"Oh, Mia, it's really good to see you. I'm sorry I missed you earlier today. It was a doozy of a day."
I can only imagine you looked rather busy, darling.
I barely got away from my forge.
I have a couple questions for you, if you don't mind, if you have a moment.
Sure, come in. It's pouring out there. Don't be standing in the rain.
I think it's a little too late for that as I walk in and kind of like shake off my hands and stuff.
Can I get you some towels?
That would be very nice, thank you.
and she'll scoot away to quickly find her nicer two towels that she'll bring out and offer to you.
Do you need any help?
No, I'm alright.
No, it's okay. You get your hair and stuff. I'll get, this whole situation.
And she starts wrapping you up in a towel.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Is everything okay?
Yes, I have a couple of questions. I know that, one of my friends, Vaughn, came to talk to you. And about the tomb?
Yeah. I guess we talked a little bit about the tomb, right?
Okay. I know that you try to deter people from going that way, but we have some very important reasons to go that way. So I was just wondering if you knew the direction that we could go.
Oh. I mean, I can tell you what I've heard, but I've personally never been, so I just don't want to end up giving you the wrong directions and then sending you on a wild, goose chase, and then...
Alright, well, then in that case, do you know who I might be able to ask that might be able to point us in the right direction?
Oh, no, well, it's not hard to really, point people in that direction. I just, I worry a little bit. I don't want you to be cross with me if it turns out not to be true.
No, I understand. We very much need to make our way there. One of my friends is searching for a very important family member, and we think they might have gone that way, so we're hoping to see them safe.
There's a lot of people with important business that way these days. It's a little bit strange. But, people say you just follow the coast, you follow the coast south until you hit a river, and the river will go into the Wishing Woods, and you follow the river all the way into the woods, and at the end of it, that's where they say the doors are.
Okay. That's lovely information. I really appreciate it. I suppose another question is, girl to girl, I heard that you and Vaughn are going on a date.
Oh, yeah, he's lovely, isn't he?
He's very lovely, yes.
He looks
quite
strong,
taken with
too.
Him. Quite taken with him?
Well, I don't know if I'd say taken, but we had a lot of fun talking, and I wanted to keep talking, so I reckon we're gonna go down, have a few drinks, go dancing.
That's really nice, Winnie. Yes, he's very good. He's a very good man.
I'll take your word for it. I typically don't get to know many people. They're usually come and go.
Yeah, of course. Take it from me. I've been traveling with him for a little while, so I think he's wonderful, and I think that you'll find him wonderful as well.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, no, never mind. I'm looking forward to it.
What?
I don't know, I just feel like something in me is saying I should invite you, but I realize it's a little bit weird. considering, you know, I did call it a date, but truly I just wanted to hang out a little bit more.
It's alright, I won't impose on it, and if you called it a date and he agreed, why not? Right?
No, that was my mentality. You just, seem awful curious about it.
Oh, I care very much for him, and I just want to make sure that my friend is... I can't even say well taken care of because you're so wonderful, and I know that you are very caretaking.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have a few drinks, we'll dance a little bit, and I'll make sure he makes it back safe and sound. No worries.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. I really appreciate you and everything that you've done for my friends and I. I just hope that you know that.
Oh, well, don't be too appreciative. I did take a good fair bit of coin from you.
But I do know that it'll be well done and we will be well protected, so I don't mind.
Well, I certainly hope so, because it would mean I'd make less coin in the future if word got out I was peddling unworthy wares.
That's fair enough. Well, thank you very much for the information. I think that I'm going to try and make my way back towards the inn.
Of course. Just hang on. And she'll scoot away in the back and come back with a long contraption, not terribly unfamiliar to you. You're able to put it out into the rain and extend it. It's an umbrella.
Oh, that's very sweet. Do you want anything for it?
What? No. These are nothing.
Alright.
So many wash up in the beach on a given day. Don't worry about it. You should really just have one. Right happens, you know.
It does happen. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to lean down and just quickly peck her cheek again, and I'll stand back up.
She'll immediately go bright red and just that little clap.
Oh, sweet as pie you are.
Well, we'll talk again soon, yes?
Of course. Why don't you come by tomorrow? I know you guys are planning to leave soon, so if I have anything done, I'd be, you know, happy to help.
Then we will stop by tomorrow.
Good.
Have a wonderful evening, Winnie.
You too.
I'll make my way back outside after a little wave and then walk back towards the inn. Not as stealthy. I'm gonna walk back in. Still soaking wet, but in.
I would think at some point during the course of the rainy afternoon and evening conversation, Solus would just kind of very seriously look at the others and ask if they should maybe consider not going to the tomb since they've been warned against it so much.
At this point, there ain't no way I'm not going.
We were asked to go. We were given a great many gifts to go. It is dangerous, but I feel like it is something we need to do.
Okay, I just, with the message this morning, I would not want to put any of you in danger on my account.
I
Go ahead.
I don't fear the danger your sister warned at the moment. I am more concerned that it was Calder who suggested we do not go, but I am happy to go as well. I don't care.
I promised you a long time ago that I would help you find your sister, and I am not going to be scared away from the last known location by the potential of traps or whatever is there.
I do not want you to be in danger for a promise that maybe you made before you knew what the danger was, and I would not hold you to that, but I understand. It needed to be said that I'm not, no one needs to go on my account.
I don't need to, but I want to.
Yes, I kind of thought we were in the business of putting ourselves at risk for each other.
She's just Sophia, I think that maybe she is the cleverer of us. And if she says there is danger, then there is danger. I do not know that if a sending spell can go awry in some way, or if it can be intercepted, but I would trust her word that something bad is there and that it knows we are coming. But I am happy to go if all of you are with me. I just needed to be said that I have no expectations.
I think we're all with you, though. Expectations or not.
Thank you.
I don't have any expectations myself, but I do have many curiosities about what we're looking into, and I don't think I can put down the trail now. It's not to be insensitive, but there is also a lot more at play that we're working with here than just finding your sister, and this is, while a good lead for her, it is also a lead for something else.
Of course, I don't mean to imply that it is only for me, but I just needed, especially after this morning, I needed to say it. So thank you.
But yeah, I, as well as everyone at this table, and I would say for Vaconia too, we are all here for you.
I know. I know. Thank you.
It's probably during this last exchange that Vaconia walks back in from outside.
And I walk over to their table and I sit down without a word. I am sopping wet.
Well, that does not bode well for the journey I am about to make. Devon says, noticing the rain.
Would you like this? This is very useful, actually. And I hold out the umbrella.
Oh, wow. What? Has Vaughn seen an umbrella before, or is this a new contraption to him?
Not new, but rare. It's much more high society usually that would have carried them.
Huh. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have never seen one of these in my entire life.
I also probably haven't.
Alien concept. Why would you want to keep the rain on?
Our poor little country bumpkins are just like, oh, this is interesting. A new thing.
I'm still soaked.
I'm going to use my sending stone to send Vaughn a message.
Oh no.
And I'm just going to say, I could use a drink, and I was considering going to the Terrible Twos, but if you would rather I not, that's okay. I just wanted to double check with you. I will not interfere, I will not say anything. I don't know if I have a limit, I just, you know.
Pretty sure you're also bound by the 25 world.
So they probably just ramble off.
Just like mumbles off
somewhere in the
into
middle
nothing. Oh god. But it's endearing.
You are your own person. Feel free to go to the Terrible Twos.
Separately, I will also
no, they will be very respectful.
I message Vaughn and I say, I do hope you have a good time. And it is not snarky, it is intentional. She just feels bad for however he took her words earlier. She didn't mean it like that, so.
Well, he will take the umbrella and the verbal messages, he will bid his adieu, and then he will head out into the night, I suppose.
Yeah.
Be
Have a good
careful, that
time.
thing looks like it could poke an eye out or something.
Well, I am cold and I am very, very much wet, so I'm going to go take a bath if that's all right with everyone.
Of course. Whatever
Sure.
you'd like to do.
So watch the wet off with the bath.
Well, it's a different kind of wet, okay?
Could I have, I'm also gonna say that I cast calm emotions on myself before I walked into the inn.
Okay.
It's there.
Before you go, I am sorry for what I said earlier.
No, it's alright. I was quite out of line, and I apologize to all of you for making a scene like I did. I can't imagine how embarrassing it was. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I just wanted to stop it before things got out of hand. I'm
really
sorry.
appreciate it. No, I really appreciate it, Darby. I was out of line, and you are wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
No, everything's alright. I've calmed down, and that was entirely just inappropriate of me. I am quite embarrassed. Quite embarrassed, and I do think that I need to go back to give that shopkeeper an apology for my behavior.
Oh, no, I think it's fine. I don't think you need to. Yeah, it's.
Don't know.
No, I promise I'm only going to go in to say my apologies. Not today. I'm going to let things settle a bit, but then I will just quietly make my way in to go apologize. That's all. I don't know why you're making that face. I'm just going to go say I'm sorry.
Oh.
What?
Don't doubt that you will.
Why are we making faces? Please explain.
It's just my face.
In this case, perhaps it's best just to leave it. You will likely never see him again, and vice versa. I'm not sure.
But if you all would like to go into that store, I might as well go make an apology and say that that was all me.
Or we could just go without you.
I mean, you were there with me. Alright, if you don't want me to go with you, that's fine. I understand if you don't want to be seen with me. I did make quite a spectacle of myself.
It's not that. I just don't know that it's worth apologizing over. I think it may be best just to leave it be.
Well, it does sound... Solus just said that she would go without me, so I understand if you don't want to be seen with me. I did make quite a spectacle. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
It'll be okay. I think we'll all feel better in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. Well, if I see him on the streets, perhaps I will apologize then. Otherwise, I will keep clear so that you all can go in there without the embarrassment again. And she looks like strange. It's really strange how she's like unbothered about it.
Whatever you feel is best, Vaconia. I'm going to go get a drink. And they get up and they'll walk out.
Yes.
Oh,
drinks are good. I'm going to go take a bath. So you all have a wonderful evening. I am around if you need me.
You have a wonderful evening as well. I think I may also go and get a drink, but I hope that your bath is warm.
I also hope that my bath is warm. Thank you. I'll be around if any of you want to talk to me, but otherwise, I'm just gonna go take a quick bath.
Were you wanting to go alone, Darby?
No, you and Realm can come if you want. I'm just going to give Vaughn a very wide berth. I also maybe want to try to find the rum runner, but that's okay.
Yes, perhaps that might go better than the. Yeah.
I don't say that until Vaconia is very much out of the.
Wait.
To be clear,
if you're going to go get a drink and you're going to go see the rum runner, will you just ask about the stone? If you get a chance, you don't have to. And she'll reach into her little satchel and she'll pull it out and hand it to Dobby. You don't have to. Just, if it's on your mind.
I look a little jealous that Darby gets to hold the stone, but whatever, it's fine.
I'll ask about it, and they'll take the stone and put it in their pocket. Okay. You enjoyed your bath.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want while we're out? Or
no, I think that's it. We have everything that we need to work on the gift, right?
I think what? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we should be good. We can start on it. Yeah.
All right. So I will be around. Otherwise, you all enjoy yourselves.
And you enjoy your bath.
I'm going to start walking upstairs and give like a friendly, smiley wave, and then I'm going to walk all the way upstairs.
Okay. And the rest of you are leaving for the Terrible Twos?
Yep.
And then the minute I enter my bedroom, the spell ends.
I will say when they get to the Terrible Twos, Darby will like point not to acknowledge Vaughn, and we'll let him have his night.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
So the tavern, when you enter it, is night and day to how you approached it earlier in the day. Now it is lively, probably livelier still for the rain that is driving people into cover. It may have actually even opened earlier to kind of accommodate just the sheer mass of people looking for cover. But now it is busy and loud. There is voices overlapping with voices as dozens of conversations take place all across the tavern. There are busy barkeep staff that maneuver through the crowd and tend the bar and try and make sure that everybody has what they need to have a good night. It also smells very distinctly of smoke here. A lot of people are either smoking or chewing tobacco. And while there is a tune being carried by somebody in the crowd, it sounds already a little drunken. As you sort of wander in and find your respective spots, you do hear some people start shouting, and then the heavy thud of flesh on flesh, as somewhere in a corner of this tavern, a brawl has already started to break out, and most of the patrons form a protective ring just to kind of keep it corralled somewhere, as well as spectate, but otherwise nobody super reacts for this fight. They'll just continue business as usual. The patronage is probably what you would all expect, all very the rougher members of society, those that are coming in from a long day at sea, so they probably still smell of sweat and sea salts and just body odor that has accumulated over weeks without proper washing. It is a loud assault on the senses in almost every way, but most people seem unbothered by it. And this is actually where I'm going to call it on the account of the fact that I'm fucking starving.
Heard that. I haven't actually eaten anything but a handful of popcorn during this entire session.
I had
it had its moments,
and then not dinner. So,
oh boy.
We can do the Terrible Twos over IC if we need to, just so that we start on a fresh day. But other than that, we will get together very soon to continue.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.